We're live. Going live.
Ooh, I just burped.
Wow. Perfect.
If I have to kill a raccoon in the middle of the live, you want me to mute myself?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I want you to take your
I want
camera
full
with
on,
you
yeah.
Cool.
and show it the best you can.
So,
It's 9
welcome.
mil. It's not going to wake her up.
Yeah, welcome, audience here, internet. Welcome back to Only Cops. For those of you that are the uninitiated, we are Only Cops. Here we have either former, retired, or current law enforcement. And we break down videos. We do Let's Plays. We do all that kind of stuff. So today is Thursday, so it'll be a Bodycam breakdown video week. We go live twice a week on Tuesdays, or Tactical Tuesdays, as we like to call them. We do Let's Plays. We're currently playing 0 Hour, and I believe the update for Ready or Not should be given in hot. So
Got
we will be
pushed.
getting into that. It got pushed again?
Yep.
Damn it.
But Ready or Not played better than 0 Hour did on Tuesday.
That's true.
So
That's true. Shout out to Void Interactive for that. Even your game is more stable. So I want to give a big special thanks to Krista Cop. He's been doing a lot of stuff helping us out with growing. I want to thank our Patreon community, to be 100% honest. They've given us a lot of support to really help us grow and stay dedicated to all of this. And I want to give a super big thank you to Bill for joining me in this entire adventure. He's been there since day one of the Academy to today, making internet videos. So it's been a win. I want to thank, like I said, all of you guys. If you guys like this and you guys are watching, go ahead and hit the like button. The like button will push this out to more people so more people can get there. If you guys have any comments, go ahead and put them in the comment section, and we will try to answer those questions in between videos or to the end. Without further ado, we will give it over to Bill, who has tirelessly collected the videos for this week, and we're going to try and break them down. I also want to welcome Sean, another wonderful contributor to the channel. He is currently a loser of a cop, and so we have to go. He can give us some. He's our resident supervisor, so we'll go ahead and start breaking this down.
So big shout out to our Discord. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
God, we got
6,
a bunch.
7, 8. We have like 8 videos from Discord.
Wait, you don't have that TikTok video pulled up?
What TikTok video?
Josh.
What? Oh, my
Josh,
bad.
you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Daniel asked us to do one.
You tell me this when we're live?
Oh, no, it's all good. We'll figure it out. I'll send it. Next week. So Daniel from Police Law News, shout out. I did a really cool TikTok live with him. He was supposed to join us, but he's old and he cannot figure out Discord.
Old.
So
Jesus.
I'm going to go ahead and help him this week on how to figure that out. But be looking forward to that collaboration.
Yeah.
So
we can save it for next week when he's here.
We'll save it for there. We'll
keep
going.
I am going to say this to our Discord. If these YouTube videos suck like last week's did, I'm cutting y'all off from at least a week.
There was 2 of those videos. I don't remember who it was, but there were 2 of those videos that were hot garbage.
I know who it was. I'm keeping track.
Okay. So we'll get into this and we'll see.
Let's go. So this happened today, I guess.
Shout out to Police Fitness Nutrition. Go check them out on Instagram. Crazy. It's like a thing that cops do like all the time. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I wonder, this was going around today.
Well,
in Alabama. So a school resource officer actually did their job. So shout out to that guy or girl. I don't know. An armed man.
Officer.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So this it's one of the things that I was kind of saying before. Typically, if you're doing your job, it's not going to make the news, regardless of how crazy of a thing you had to go do to accomplish it. There was many a time. There were people breathing today because I was able to do my job successfully, and I never got a life-saving award. I never made the news. I had none of those things. It's important to the people that were involved, but ultimately, it's a pretty thankless job. If you're doing it for thanks, you're an idiot. But if you're doing it for the right reasons, and that's just to contribute to society and do the right thing.
If you're doing it for thanks, you're the problem, and go be a firefighter.
Exactly. We'll keep going.
So here's this one. We'll just pull this up for a second. Now I saw this I saw this and I said that exact same thing. I said this can't be real, and then this came up today.
So high, the Isabella County Sheriff's Office here says they've actually blown through their fuel budget already, so they will respond to some non-emergency calls by phone, try to resolve those issues by phone. Now, the national average for a gallon of gas hovering at just under $5.
Well, we don't need our day ruined talking about the price of gas.
You know what's cool though? Those officers never have to go to stupid calls ever again.
That sounds
Ever.
civil.
Because
honestly,
because
I'm not
now,
that mad at it. Like, I think it's a good idea to answer certain calls over the phone. Like,
they're setting a precedent now.
You do not need a cop to show up to your house for a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of things. But the fact that they had to implement this because they're like,
The gas? Yeah.
my
that's
thing
wild.
is, forget about the gas. What else is going to suffer because their budget is so strict now? Like, if they can't just stop driving. So if their budget's already gone for that, what are they going to cut to make up for the gas budget? That's what I'm worried about.
Yep.
So
I don't know, man.
It's not going to be the admin salary.
probably not. We need admin, that's for sure.
Or the admin take-home vehicles they don't need.
We need admin for sure.
Or the training in Maui or whatever it is for leadership supervision that they have to go through every year.
But like you're not getting training ammo.
No.
You can.
You're probably not getting training. Period.
Yeah.
Even though we have an on-site training center and staff to train you, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
it costs too much money.
So, well, anyways,
shout out again to Police Fitness Nutrition. I believe a subsidiary of Police Post, which we of course glock every time they're here. So
yes,
good to see them. That's a serious gate. This is really common in other countries.
Yeah, this is not America.
Oh. Smoked them.
Boys and girls.
One-handed.
This is the FAFO challenge here.
It's almost like she knew it was coming, though.
Yeah. Also, look at her situational awareness, man. So, am I going to give her a bit of a loss here? Because she clearly doesn't have a ton of training on the way that she did the business end of this. But hey, she saw it coming. She got behind cover here.
Well,
Bro, I'm not going to lie. This is pretty solid.
I guess you didn't read
minus this limp wrist nonsense here.
I guess you didn't read the caption because that's actually a police officer.
Is it really?
Yeah, it says, this plainclothes police officer is alert enough to detect the threat early, draw her pistol, and deny an assassination attempt.
Oh, shit. That's what it was. Whoa. Yeah, she's pretty situationally aware here. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. The only thing I'd change is, hey, let's get that second hand on that. You know, let's go do some more. But outside of that, I mean, you can't really ask for much more, especially like flat-footed, plain clothes, like just leaving your house. Like, I'm not gonna say that I would react. You know, shout out to that lady wherever she's at. That's pretty savage.
I don't know what country it was, but
free coffee is a gratuity.
Wow.
Yeah. I never took free coffee, actually, while I was on patrol.
I got some free donuts the other day.
Really?
Yeah, free
The
donuts.
only thing free that Josh and I ever got was when someone would like cut us in line and pay for our shit after arguing with us for like 2 minutes about it.
Yeah.
So,
and then I wouldn't go into a place for a while after that.
Yeah, we stayed away from it was the same gas station. So
yeah.
That's when we started using the bathroom at the hotel where no one could buy us anything.
Nice.
So.
Also, shout out to Alfredo. Iron sights for the win, my guy. Although I'm not going to hate on optics, but you should know how to use irons. Shout out to Police Posts for providing us this bit of goodness. I did see this earlier this week.
So here's an activist yelling about babies or eliminating babies, I guess. Approaching the current president's motorcade.
You're gonna get hit by a car.
that was a
Yeah.
takedown. It was a takedown. I remember
Now
thinking he
she's
tripped
got-
and fell.
Resisting arrest, battery of a law enforcement officer.
But
There's so many
potentially,
charges.
potentially like an act of terrorism. Like it's not exactly like just a regular road, you know?
Well, that's hard to get around.
Yeah,
Can we talk about this?
yeah. This
What is
is
that?
where did this come out of?
That's a
what I
gun.
need to know. No, but I'm saying like where did it come out
No,
of?
Sean said,
Oh,
"What
now
is
you
it?"
got
Yeah.
attempted assassination.
Oh yeah.
No, I think it's the cop's gun.
Oh, screw that guy then.
So
What a
here,
nerd.
We'll slow it down.
That's a write-up.
That's quite the write-up. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is his. I think it came
It's
off
gotta
his leg.
be. It's gotta be his.
Yeah, he's got a little leg strap there. I
Look at
bet
this
that's his.
dickhead of an officer.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to back up. I'm not gonna help the guy behind me, but
I tell you what, I'd be a little more aggressive with somebody with a skateboard in their hand like that. I would not be.
Closet?
I would not
screw
be.
everyone around there.
I would not be holding my hands down, waiting to get smacked by that thing.
So, and this is kind of we talked about this one time about once you realize this is a hands-on kind of thing, or that you have an offense, that you have any of that stuff, bro. It's not like this is just a road, right? Right now, in like every single time a president goes anywhere, any kind of diplomat goes anywhere, it's like an act of God. Like you lose your police department for a
Yeah.
little while because they're
Yeah.
like, okay, I need 80% of your manpower to shut. Look at this road. There's not a single other car on this road.
Nope.
I'm sorry. You approach an arrest happening in progress like that. I don't even care if the skateboard was there or not. The second I realize you're acting crazy, that's pavement time. This lady's lucky she got taken down as nicely as she did. But
I'm
I do wanna
surprised the
address-
Secret Service didn't
She's still fighting.
knock
Yeah.
that lady out with the skateboard.
Yeah,
Because she
that's
got
that's what I'm
close.
getting at.
Like,
Well, but also like big L on like if you weren't in the middle of like drawing or reholstering or whatever, that bad boy pops out.
from your leg
like-
holster too.
Like,
Like,
what are we doing here? Like, unless
don't
that's some condor tactical, whatever thing. Like, you're on duty working a motorcade, dude. Like,
yeah.
let's think about.
Well, it's
also,
probably it's probably a part time.
yeah. Let's be
It's probably the
honest.
first fight this dude's been in like 15 years.
Brian. You're right though. That's probably his first fight in
Whose
forever.
gun is this? And it's not going well for him. Like,
No.
Yeah,
got-
screw everyone.
like she's
around.
not in handcuffs yet. How is this? And he can't get to his handcuffs. Like
I'm helping.
this person with the skateboard. They need to
They need to
get
be done. They
Yeah.
need to be in custody. His
See,
guy's got it.
the way
Okay.
the way she's holding that skateboard and like, you know,
Look at this Explorer.
there's some colorful language, so we're gonna keep it turned down. But
She's gonna get
like
hit by a car.
legit,
So, and
right
pause it real
into the
quick.
motorcade.
Yeah. I legitimately, and it was multiple times because we had patrol experience. I got to live all through riot season when it occurred. I protected a lot of protests, and I was very team. I will always be team First Amendment on a lot of stuff.
Well, and even where
As
we
long
worked,
as you're not, no,
is
100%,
if they
yeah.
weren't in the road, they were allowed to
you're Gucci, dude. I
demonstrate.
didn't care what they were saying.
protest,
I didn't
whatever.
care if they were threatening to burn down the city. I don't care.
Yeah, we
Because
didn't
you're
care
in
that
you're in a
much.
you're in a public place, you're doing your thing. You get mad, rowdy, whatever. But if you're walking in a roadway, and especially if it's like already one we're trying to block or something crazy, like bro, you're gonna get bodied, dude. You are not helping your cause, regardless of what you're chanting about. You are not helping your cause if this is the way you go about doing it. It's not safe. You look like an absolute lunatic, and then you're exposing yourself and then the officers and then the people around you to just a bunch of danger. I just think it's a really stupid way of expressing, I don't know. It's just stupid. Don't do that. It's really dumb. We're still talking about coffee in the chat.
Yes, I noticed.
So anyways, it's I don't know. Don't do that. Make sure you have a holster that's extra. I had never once had my gun fall out of my holster ever, and we had shitty Serpa holsters. Never once.
Never once.
Literally never
came
once.
out
Never in
accidentally.
training. Never.
Never.
And it's not because I'm some high speed low drive. Again, I'm maybe the 10th best cop I knew, that I worked with, and never did a gun come out on accident or without some real intention. I don't know, man. I might have had an ND on like my flashlight every once in a while, whatever. But like, bro, it's a gun. Again, you're responsible for it because you brought it.
Josh did throw a round from Anchor the last
I
time
did.
we had to qualify.
I did.
Just
Nice.
saying.
Clean. It was still on paper.
Yeah.
It was still on
It
paper.
was. It just
But like,
wasn't
I
in the right part of the color.
I
wasn't colored.
definitely, I definitely was in the white part of the paper,
And not the green.
not in the green part of the paper. I was so mad too. I had literally a perfect score outside of that one stupid fucking round.
He did too.
I was so mad. It was the first one right out of the gate. I
Yep.
completely threw that one, and the first two were fine, and everything else after that.
Yep.
This nice, wonderful, reasonable pattern, and that's true.
Jesus.
That's true. I'll take that L. I'll admit it.
So since Amber Heard lost her trial, we expect her to become a police officer, and apparently Mike the cop thinks that this is what's going to happen.
Can I help you?
I can't believe you. What you did back there.
I was going a little fast. You're not going to give me a ticket, are you? A warning? What else is there?
What else is there?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
You know what? I've been on the receiving end of worse. With the shoe on the other foot. I've dealt with a few Amber Heards in my time. Trying to fling poop and other stuff. Yeah, man. It's a wild world out there. It is a wild world out there. Shout out to Police Post. Also, go check out Mike the Cop stuff. The one Night Cop 35 used level 3. Thoughts on level 3 retention? I would really only use if I was like a door kicker. The only downside to level 3 when you're on patrol is that you're not really spending that much time that close to people. But if you're gonna like guaranteed be in a fight and you're guaranteed doing stuff like going through doors, and then I can kind of see, because you have a primary weapon. Like really, your handgun's kind of glorified there for giggles. But if that's my primary, I don't know that I'm going too far past level 2.
Yeah, I use level 2.
Yeah, I really, it's just because that's a lot to get through. And let's say you're on a traffic stop, or again, you just are getting ambushed, or again, what happened to that one chick just leaving her damn house? And that's level 1, which is just passive retention. But yeah, I don't know that I want too much more, only because that's the only weapon I have, really. Everything else is for funsies. It's a taser and everything else. If I need deadly force, I need it now. And I think level 2 is that a good level 2 holster, not the Serpa crap that we had, but a good level 2 holster is the way to go.
So this is from New Mexico. Traffic stop on a vehicle driving erratically. Driver had a felony warrant. I'll let you guess what happens.
Big oof.
A black Escape?
I don't know.
Or a Mazda?
Nah, they have a Nissan.
All
Bro,
right,
look at
yeah,
this
just go and
kid.
give him a call back and tell him not to worry about coming back over here.
Okay.
Hey, bro, do me a favor, turn off the car real quick. Yeah, need for you to step out, brother.
All right, then. Can I call my boss real quick?
D8 1040 48.
What
You're good.
happened?
You have a warrant for your arrest, bud.
Why?
Let's step out real quick.
Or did he grab the car?
Hey, bro, do me a favor, turn off the car real quick. Okay, need for you to step out, brother.
All right, then. Can I call my boss real quick?
D8 1040
Hey,
48.
Pump.
What happened?
You stopped.
You have a warrant for your arrest, bud.
Why?
Let's step out real quick.
I get in.
At the end of it?
Because he was a
wanna give
motor
him-
officer.
I would suspend him without pay.
100%.
I saw the
I would-
boots. So
Yeah. I want to give a big special thank you to Napalm Bath, who's hopefully not intoxicated this time because he likes to get drunk and give us money online.
no, he's just worried that I'm going to take away his Discord privileges because of bad videos.
because of bad videos.
I didn't call him out. He outed himself.
So I want to give a big special
I was leaving
thank
it
you.
anonymous.
Super thank you for the for the super chat. If you have any questions, obviously let us know. He is part of our Patreon community, and so he's part of one of the guys that kind of allows us napalm. One. But anyways, thank you to our Patreon community. It is as little as $1 a month, and it gives you access to our Discord, which is how people like Napalm can share them and sometimes give us really shitty videos to react to.
To be fair,
I really
they were not great. Napalm, I hope that you are drinking and enjoying your night. That's what I hope.
Yeah, I hope you're having a good time. So, but yeah, this guy's an idiot for jump. I am all for. And
we've seen too many of them. Honestly,
I am willing to encourage anybody that is still willing to do the job. I mean that wholeheartedly. I mean that. You're kind of dumb in my opinion, but I can respect the courage it takes to still do the job. However, it does not take a rocket scientist to turn on the internet for 2 seconds and see that, like, literally never, not even once, has grabbing onto the vehicle while it's driving away ever helped. Like, ever. In the entire history of law enforcement. Also, big also, I don't think I'm going to tell the guy that I'm about to have to take to jail on a felony warrant that he's got one while he's still behind the wheel of a vehicle that still has keys.
Yeah.
Like,
not gonna happen.
I am not gonna make any. I can't make. I don't have no idea what the experience of these two law enforcement officers are. I would at least be like, "Hey, man, I can't hear you from inside of this vehicle. Is it cool if you step out real quick? Like, I just really got to talk to you. I don't want to, I don't want to see. I literally one time we had a guy similar situation. It was for like, was it fraud or something stupid? It wasn't a violent felony, but it was a felony warrant, so I had to take him. I told him I didn't want to see anything inside of his car because I was trying to respect his Fourth Amendment rights. And I was like, I can kind of smell a little bit of something. I don't want to see anything because I'm trying to be cool. So is it cool if you just step out of your vehicle so I can't see anything? And he was like, man, this cop's super cool. So he got out of his car because he thought I was trying to. And I was like, I'll even step away from the car. And I stood behind his car and let him walk out to me, being real cool, thinking hopefully this guy doesn't like jump out and try to shoot me, right? I just didn't want to fight him inside the car. And
if I was with you, I would have been pissed if you did that. I hope you know that.
Oh yeah. But it was. I did not try to sit there and tell him he was going into custody while still in the vehicle. That's a big bad no. So, anyways, don't do that. Don't tell them they're going to jail until you absolutely have to tell them, or honestly, until you're putting handcuffs on them. To be honest,
don't be dumb.
And then, don't grab cars. This should be like day one shit. There's in Dallas they have this punishment where if you're ever holding anything in your gun hand, they make you hold like something stupid just as like a punishment. Like you don't want to hold eggs, which makes sense. I bet it's a good training habit. But yeah, you shouldn't be doing any of that.
So this happened in the UK, I guess. It says a man was holding a screwdriver on a bridge. This is what happens when the cops arrived. Also, fun fact, it sounds like London's murder rate has surpassed New York's this year.
Hey, shout out to London.
Pretty wild.
How do you surpass New York?
Especially
like
with strict gun laws like London has.
What would he like? Even Yikes. Like from you got to really be trying too, because like there's the populations are. What's the population of London? Hold on.
I have no idea.
Know. Play the clip. Well, I'll look this up. I've seen this clip. Nice taser deployment. Look at it work. I'm proud of him.
I don't know, guys. Kind of like dramatic.
Okay, so he no longer has a screwdriver.
Why did you?
That's not a full lockup. This dude, like Sean said, he's being dramatic. Because look, both probes are right there.
Are we not going hands on?
These are UK police, dude. They don't know what they're doing. Look, old boy's got his handcuffs out already.
He gave up the screwdriver.
Jump. That's their fault. That's their fault.
Oh my god.
Yep. That's their fault.
Yep.
That could have been prevented.
Yeah.
Where are you going, bro? You're a witness.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd be detaining the shit out of that car. Yeah. Well, he probably hopes he goes.
You just gotta tell him,
yeah. Jeez, dude. How big of a write-up is this, Sean?
Holy fuck, dude.
So he
How big of a PP wax happening
Holy
here?
shit, dude.
Listen, he survived the jump and then died in the hospital.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be in the chief's office with the dude with those two guys for like.
Are you grabbing me by the nape of my neck like a little like puppy?
Like a cat, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
like
in today's society, you might be looking at manslaughter.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
seriously.
I don't know if you're going to be
Seriously.
protected from this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like on the phone with the prosecutor's office trying to talk them out of like hanging you.
And don't get me wrong, like I am I'll always say this, I am pro good police. I really am. And I'm very sympathetic to the stress and anxiety induced in these situations, and I get it. However, I got a guy in a t-shirt and shorts that had a screwdriver, and the second the taser kind of worked on this guy, right? He drops the thing.
Dropped it. And you
I
did
know. I know. Kick said screwdriver, and I'm in between him and the screwdriver. I let him play roly-poly-oly here on the ground on this bridge for like a good minute. And he wasn't running, but he was kind of moving away because getting tased because clearly unpleasant, And so like,
but you could see both probes were just in his arm. Like,
sure,
yeah, maybe it hurt,
but like, at what point are you gonna take onus of this situation and create peace and protect this guy from himself? Clearly he's having some sort of episode here, but like,
yeah, especially like if he has a history of mental instability.
Yeah.
As soon as you tase him, you have custody of that guy.
And
That's
I don't,
your problem.
And honestly, I don't mean to be unfair, but the likelihood that this guy's armed in London, England with a gun, pretty low.
I mean, he was swinging around
Exactly. If he's got a gun, he would have used it. Yeah.
If I had a screwdriver and a bang stick, I'd
yeah.
probably pick the bang stick.
Yeah. So if I'm having had to fight people like this plenty of times in situations like this, every person I approached could have very easily been more heavily armed than me. And I still managed to keep people from jumping off of bridges. It was not nearly this easy of a layup. Like this, honestly, from a use of force standpoint, there's two of y'all. You've already deployed the taser. The guy already dropped the thing pretty quickly. He's got nowhere to run outside of jump off the damn
he
bridge,
did.
which is what he did.
He found somewhere to run.
I don't know, man.
I want to see I wonder if they have body cams, because if there was like a snicker or like any sort of like shit talking,
we're not gonna get those.
Bro.
Yeah.
Since the dude died, that shit's gonna be.
No.
Well, they don't. I don't know if they have the freedom of information shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's true too.
All I'm saying is, for as much shit that gets talked on the internet about American police,
well,
they let that guy die.
This is a good video for American police argument.
We here for it?
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Where you going? Huh?
Oh my God, he's already there.
Yep.
What are you doing, my friend? Huh?
This is in Canada, bro.
Was this in Canada?
I mean, it sounds like Canada.
No, it's Tempe.
Did he get into the river?
You'll see.
What are you doing?
I gotta go for a swim. Right, I'm free to go, right?
I'm free to go, right?
I'm free to go, right?
You're not allowed to swim in the lake.
Committed a crime.
I don't want to one. Because then I have to move the OBS around.
How far do you think he's going to be able to swim?
You gotta keep an eye.
Yeah.
Well, you guys got to stay here in case he gets out. I'll get that to give you a record. Alright.
This shit must happen all the time.
Yeah, they're pretty.
They have a standard order about it, or a standard
100%.
operating policy about it.
100%. Did he get in the water?
Yeah. The dude's
can't
arms
see him.
were covering his camera. He's right there.
He's veiny as fuck, though. Dude lives.
5-12, the subject at 5-11 was jumped in the lake and was trying to swim away.
I'm free to go, right?
So his information was being ran? Is there a backstory?
Maybe they knew him. This looks like his stuff, like if he's homeless or something like that.
No.
Where was this?
Tempe,
Arizona?
Tempe, Arizona. So there's no real backstory. This, I think,
What's a dam?
What's the disposition here? What happened?
he died.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was because it was a dam.
I don't know. It said he drowned.
The guy drowned, not in
Oh,
Canada.
it's not their fault.
It's a massive
So-
bruh moment. I'll tell you what. Once he's in the water, you're not
Yeah, but-
getting him. To be honest, like
No.
you're not in uniform. At least you would sink like a
Yeah, dude.
piece of lead with
Your boots
equipment
would
on and all that.
fill
Yeah,
up with water and here's the difference between this situation and the last situation is that there was no force being used.
yeah.
So
Well, and I don't know that they're. I don't know what. I wonder if they had an offense. If they were just approaching him for an invest.
yeah, but like even then, if the guy he was
Yeah,
like,
there's
"Am I
not a
free
lot
to go?"
of. There's,
He must have
There's not a lot
felt.
of backstory. Yeah,
yeah.
He must have felt like he was free to go.
that's weird. I mean,
Which
you
legally
can't-
he is not detained
Yeah.
or he is not under any detainment if he feels he is free to go. So like to him,
So, Poof says there was a scuffle between the dude and his wife. If that were true, he'd be detained.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but like, did he feel like he was detained?
No, if he got into a fight with his wife, he'd be detained for a domestic violence investigation.
I wonder.
They can definitely try to detain him, but it didn't look like he was detained.
Yeah.
No,
I was
I'm
about to
just
say-
saying, like,
Yeah.
but when someone's detained, you have a little bit more like responsibility.
to go try to get him
Over
in
there.
Well,
custody and all that kind of stuff, yeah.
I'm playing the side of like the union though. Like
Yeah.
it looked like they were trying to detain him,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look
But
like
he,
they were.
but when he
successful in
said, "I'm
detaining-
free to go," right? The guy didn't say no.
No. Yeah.
He said, "I'm free to go," right? And he says, "You can't swim in the lake."
Yeah.
That's not a no.
That's not a
Yeah.
Like if
detention,
if I
yeah.
was
not.
investigating a domestic, it would be a no. You are not free to go. Like especially knowing I have a body camera on, I'm gonna articulate the shit out of your detention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and kind of more to the point, like as far as people talking about wanting to go in there and go help him, like I don't know.
I'm not
Like
jumping in there.
even firefighters who you think should be the water specialist, they have to go to a special school to do water rescue.
Yeah.
And so my challenge to people that says that, okay, so let's say there's a burning building, right? And I set it on fire because I'm the arsonist. I'm clearly detained. It's a felony, right? But I then run into that burning building. Is it up to law enforcement to go in after him to detain him?
Oh, apparently it wasn't a physical fight.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
They just got in an
I
argument.
mean, it's
Yeah,
still a
domestic.
domestic.
It's pretty. Yeah, as long as if they're
Oh.
pushing each other, causing some amount of pain, or at least in Texas, pretty low. You caused pain or offended them, you were going to jail 9 times out of
Yeah,
10.
I mean, in Florida we got domestic assault, which is words.
He had engaged in discussion, but it had not been physically violent. Yeah, if he's not physically violent, that's not a detention. To be
I don't
honest,
know.
you might be investigating it, and maybe
Like
that's
an
why there wasn't
investigative
one.
detention, but still, like,
And even then, like I said, and
But
I
did
think
they
that
already
the
talk to
model-
him about it? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
Well,
dude. I'm not buying the. It was just a discussion. Like, if the police got called, it wasn't just a discussion.
yeah.
well, sometimes, you know,
It depends. It depends on who called and why they called and what they said and all that kind of stuff.
because I mean, even if they were like just like, oh fuck you, no fuck you, and somebody's like, oh, we got a couple here fighting, it's domestic assault situation, and now you have to respond anyways.
Yeah, I just think
You can't just be like,
I just
I'm not
don't think
showing
it's going to
up.
go well for them how nonchalantly they were there, especially
the
if they were
police.
there investigating a domestic. Like,
Sure.
I don't think that's going to go great.
Yeah.
And
It-
it's
it-
probably the reason why they had prior contact with these two people, and
I'm
they were
sure.
just fucking tired of them.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So,
But like you can't allow. We had multiple frequent flyers that I dealt with 40 plus times, 50 plus, which is a lot. Nor it was very rare for me to deal with someone twice.
you have to be
I had
the
a
same
handful.
every time.
Yeah. I had a
Also,
handful of people, but like I never changed my approach on how. Like again, it's the whole point of procedural justice is that I try to make sure that all law enforcement objectives are being completed, and that I'm still acting because ultimately they're a citizen I'm charged with protecting, whether they're being dumbasses or not.
Also, it's probably not going to go great because Tempe asked the Arizona Department of Public Safety and the Scottsdale Police Department to come in and investigate the officer's response. That's not great.
That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign.
That's good though.
Yeah, and if there was misconduct, I hope it gets adjudicated. However, I think where this
I'm just saying they must think
situation,
that something was done wrong, or they would just investigate this themselves.
Sure, it would be IA.
But you know, I am a huge proponent of IA. Like your department can have an IA, but you can't investigate your own.
Oh no! I'm with you. I think it's good that it's getting investigated by other departments.
It's good that other people are
I'm saying that's not going to go good for those officers.
No, definitely not. But I like the procedural standpoint of it, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you're in front of you,
Blank Forge, you're pretty much right.
Yeah, I mean, in Florida, it's not we're not a mandatory arrest state, but like
Texas is very like you.
Well, see,
you better
if there's evidence, someone's going to jail.
So, quick high view takeaway from this: always act like you care, even if you don't. Always try to utilize as many resources as you can, so it's not just your fault if something stupid happens.
Well, you like how the sergeant was like, "You guys have to stay here in case he gets out. I'm going back to the office." Like,
Jesus Christ,
fuck that guy. He didn't say I'm going back to the office, but he said, "You guys got to stay here in case he gets out." He said that as he was leaving.
Yeah. I think he said he was going to do something.
Yeah. Treat every situation like you're going to do something about it until you. And if there's nothing for you to do, leave.
Yeah.
Don't linger. Don't any of that. If there's nothing you can do, leave. But if there's someone that's asking for, at least if they were getting on the radio asking for fire help or water rescue, because they got to have something there, because they got a river running through the damn place. We had Lake Worth that was there, and we had a boat team and everything. So if you're at least going for resources, even if you're not physically going, but I have zero.
Our city had a lake, dude.
Yeah, if you
a gross lake,
grown ass, we did have a disgusting lake, but if you are a grown ass man and you jump into a lake as an able-bodied person, it's up to you. If it was a kid that fell in, sure, maybe I'm taking my gun belt off and trying to help that person.
Yeah.
But if you were, especially if you're the suspect of a crime, I'm not going in there.
If someone's drowning, they're going to drown the other person with them.
100%.
Like,
I'll let you pass out. And
are you just going to jump in there and try and body this guy back to the shore?
And even and there's precedence on this. There's a lot of precedence on this. Let's say I'm in a foot chase, fleeing felon, right? This guy's going to jail no matter what. He runs into a lake. I'm gonna wait till he gets tired. I'm not running in there to go fight him. He's gonna have to swim his ass back out of there because my gear won't let me do it. I can't abandon my gear to go hands on with the guy. That's a stupid. There's zero reason, minus it being a person that's in distress, not the suspect of a crime that I'm having to arrest, but somebody that's in distress, that I'm going in there. Even if it's a suicidal subject, I'm not swimming in there because they could kill me.
Yeah.
In the process, if I don't have the proper equipment, they could very easily kill me, and that's an unreasonable request of law enforcement.
So Brian said they said they could hear him yelling for help. Again,
why didn't they have water tools in there, dude? I've never met a law enforcement agency that had water. I don't know what water tool you would use, to be honest. Maybe a hook, like a.
Brian, are you being? Is that a serious question? Or is that
I don't know, man. Question? Yeah, I can't think
because cops don't do water rescue. That's not a cop thing. That's a fire.
That's the Coast Guard.
Fire rescue. Well, yeah.
He missed it.
He didn't miss it. What?
That's the Coast Guard's job, right, Sean?
What?
Water rescue.
Water rescue.
Oh yeah, dude. Fuck those people.
I'm just saying, if they could really hear him yelling for help, they should have called the fire department.
Yeah.
Who has probably a team.
I guarantee that either the fire department or like the game wardens or the police department had a boat on that river.
Oh, sure. 100%.
Yeah.
How big that river was? 100%.
Yeah.
And if that's being called, that's on them.
Right. But
You know,
patrol officers working
you
a
need to
call
be
are
asking.
not
You need to be
water
asking for the
rescue.
resources.
They're not.
And again, I'll bring it back to and it's the nexus of all of this discussion. Would and maybe potentially, we don't know this or not, but had old boy Chauvin, who completely deserves to be in prison, simply provided EMS services, because they clearly have someone having some level of distress, and I have him in custody. He's in handcuffs, right? Maybe he's not sitting in jail. Maybe he's not dealing with the liability of that simply because he provided the service. Now they die in the back of an ambulance. It's a different discussion. You know, a similar situation happening in Dallas right now, where a lady at
We'll get there.
EMS.
We'll get
Yeah.
there.
Anyways, we'll talk about it when we get to it.
Brian
keep going.
said he has floaties in his duty bag.
Get the fuck out.
And Alfredo, I'm with you. There are police officers that are trained in water rescue, but it's not your everyday
Sure.
patrol officer
Not gonna be
responding to
everybody.
a call. It's not that guy's job to jump into the water and die.
Yeah. Yep. They have to have those little orange, like long, hot dog sized, whatever.
Yeah.
Like inflatable things.
So we're gonna turn this one up good and loud so
Hell
everyone
yeah.
can hear it.
What is this?
Just
I already
listen.
recognize this.
Just
one.
listen.
But
Make
if
this full
you
screen.
come to a school in this county armed, we're going to do our best through either our guardians, our school resource officers, or our school resource deputy sheriffs to eliminate the threat outside of the school before they ever get to the children. We're trained to do that. Now, if you have trouble understanding that, let me give it to you in Polk County vernacular. This is the last thing you'll see before we put a bullet through your head if you're trying to hurt our children. We are going to shoot you graveyard dead if you come onto a campus with a gun, threatening our children or shooting at us. But if you come...
Old boy might be the only guy that could get me back into law enforcement.
Hell yeah, brother.
So there's an interesting... when we first... He said, come to Florida. When we first got into law enforcement, Bill and I did, we had this whole lecture about the guardian mindset versus the warrior mindset. Law enforcement's always going to be both. Okay, the part of this is that you're a caretaker, you're a peacekeeper, you're there to make sure and try to provide some level of security to a place. An aspect of security is dealing with force. And ultimately, there is a certain line in the sand that I think we can all agree is like, this is now evil. You can talk about like terrorist attacks or something crazy like that. That culture of saying that if force has to be used, damn it, we're going to use it. We're in a fight now, let's go fight. Or we're in a shooting now, let's go shoot. That is a cultural thing that is either bred or not bred into a law enforcement agency. I do see where some people get some heartburn about that, not knowing, because it is a very small aspect of your police department and your all officers' jobs. However, when you need your law enforcement officers to go do the dangerous thing, I think we can all collectively look at it and say, well, I'd rather have officers that this is their mentality and mindset when it comes to those type of events, rather than hey, we're going to create we're going to stage and try to figure out what we got going on. I when it comes to that, I know it's such a small part of the law enforcement job, and I know it's a really small part of what we may or may not do on duty. But when it's time, you feel a little bit safer knowing that you have the people that are there to come save you. I drink a beer with that, 100%.
And an administration that would support you.
Oh, and it starts there. That's really what I want to get at. The fact that he is in a jurisdiction and in a place that he is perfectly comfortable saying that on a place says everything about the type of cops that they want. And I guarantee you it's the cops they get.
It's the reason why he's elected.
That's what I'm getting at. They wanted that type of law enforcement, and that's what
Florida sheriffs are now running their own academies because the public wants a certain type of police.
Yep. And me personally, I believe that you can walk gently but carry a big stick. I definitely think it's a thing that you can do. And I would rather be on that side of things and feel safe rather than be at the mercy of potentially evil. And especially again, you live in a place where gangbangers can get stuff like guns and they can get stuff like this stuff. I need the big scary police sometimes. That's what you're kind of what you're showing up for. How many drug tests can a cop fail before getting fired? All of
Just
one.
You fail a half of one.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you on accident fail one and you're gone.
we don't know
failing
about
one.
California. They might be able to pass.
Oh, they allow crack
Miami-Dade,
and cocaine and shit.
We don't have a sheriff. Yeah. What's up, y'all? Rago Monkey. What's going on, my dude? Kristen, what's going on? It's good to see you. Blank Forge. Hold on before I read this out loud. Okay, it's a safe one.
This is safe.
Live PD's coming back. Oh wow. On patrol live.
Yep.
I guess they're trying to avoid getting sued.
I
Probably.
guess. So maybe we'll be able to get some clips from this.
Hey man. Maybe. Shout out to them for trying, my guy. Hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy squeezing into this ballistic vest. This is the most important guy here, according to producer Juan, is this man standing here. Without it, we don't have a show.
Huh. Interesting.
What are they doing in this garage?
I don't know.
Probably just did a search warrant.
This looks like asset forfeiture.
Looks like an S.
I love the
an evidence
jeans
bag.
with the drop holster and the loafer.
This is not a good look.
Sloppy,
This
dude.
is not a good look. I like how he's got his pistol on his vest. He says he got rid of the belt altogether.
Dude, this is such an awkward
That's what I mean. It's like your draw two's got to be like extra sketch.
But you're coming from here and then having to come up and then punch back out. Like it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
So Sean, here's the reason why you're not going to catch me in Florida.
Nope.
They're not that scary.
He said they're not that scary. Get the fuck
No,
out
I'm
of
scared
here.
of the cop, dude. The cop scares me. He's fucking jacked.
No, screw that.
Where's he at?
I don't know.
Why is this guy being so cool?
He's the
it's
Gator Wrangler, bro.
Jeez, dude. I can't.
So in elementary school,
what patch is this, Sean?
I can't tell.
You can't tell by the look of it? Come on,
No, it
dude. I
looks
thought
like
you were
South Florida
Floridian.
shit. It's either South Florida or Panhandle, Florida.
Anyways.
They teach us how to run from alligators in elementary school.
Stop. Do they really?
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Can you run from an alligator? Aren't they fast?
They're not fast. No.
They're not?
They're fast. They're fast in the water.
We can do without Josh since he'll be at work. Wow.
What?
We'll keep going. They're making fun of me in the
We
chat.
got a Twitch live PD. Oh, I'm down. I'm in. Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it. Yeah.
Unemployed guy's in. That's me.
I'll do it at work.
We'll do it. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
do it. I'll take a day off for y'all.
Wow, thanks.
Sorry.
No, I was talking to
Wait,
Josh.
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
So, NYPD is looking for a group of teens who robbed a 17-year-old at gunpoint in Brooklyn Bridge Park on Monday.
Get it.
Okay, stop. I didn't do that, please.
No, that stayed. There's no way.
I've seen about 4 different videos of it. It seems pretty real.
How comfortable do you have to be to just like in broad daylight rob a dude
Look
like
at
this?
them.
But on top of that,
They
like,
don't give a shit.
Everybody like feels comfortable enough with this.
They're
to
all
just video it?
15, 16, 17 years old.
Jesus, dude.
This is
Where
the
was
next
this?
generation, dude.
This is in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Don't do that in Texas, dude.
This is the... Oh, please do. No,
Don't do
please.
anything that is accepted in New York and Texas.
Please do.
Don't
'Cause
do that.
something
Just
will
or
happen.
Florida. Or like
Yeah.
any other state
Don't
that has
do that
common
there.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do that there, dude.
Yeah. So...
Dude, you do that shit in Maine and you'll disappear.
Producer Juan says commendations for the teens pushing past to get a great shot of the action.
Wow.
Juan, I can't take you anywhere.
Future
Wow.
wands.
Oh my god. Police academies are filled with instructors that are so uninterested in doing. Yeah. Yep. What's sad to me, and we were pretty lucky this wasn't the case in our. I was actually pretty satisfied with most of the leadership that I had.
It
While I
got
was
horrible after we left.
we left, and it like took a huge dump.
Real
But
bad.
while I was there, the corporal that was over my academy was like a 11-year dude, and he'd only been off the street for like a year and a half, maybe.
And
2
he
years.
only came off the street because he was like seconds away from 3 officer-involved shootings. So
Yeah, in like a
he
year.
said,
So he was
"I
like,
need a
"Screw that."
break."
Yeah, I'm good. You're like, I got kids. I'm trying to take a breather here.
Yeah,
And our force tactics guys were nothing but studs.
they were all good.
You know,
yeah.
our defensive tactics guys were always at the cutting edge of stuff. We would have, again, active corporals that were coming in and teaching us scenarios. We had active people on patrol that were coming in.
Yeah.
It took a real shit after leadership changed in that sector, and it was evident with because like I'm sure we sucked at certain things, but even our PTOs were or our FTOs for everybody else.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck is going on there? And it was pretty evident that a lot of the people that shouldn't have been there basically didn't make it on the street. And then even some of them that should be there, it took them way longer to figure it out because they were stuck in such a deep hole. I don't know, man. It is a hard life out there if you're trying to be a new police officer and get some good training.
Yeah.
Shout out to police posts.
No, we're not gonna. Yes! No, kill me!
Be contented.
Who was what was that guy?
Stop!
I don't know, dude.
So he's got one cuff on for funsies, I guess.
Yeah, thanks for helping, Dick.
What? Let go of his gun!
That's because you suck.
Stop! Stop!
What are we doing?
Swinging in
go
like
of his
Forge of
gun!
the Jungle and making the situation worse.
If we have another unit, answer that, please.
That's
Yeah.
not a 2-man takedown.
Stop! Get off it!
Did he shoot?
Shots fired, shots fired.
Oh, he did.
Stop! No, I'm gonna kill myself.
Are we tasing this guy?
What a dumbass.
Let go!
Are we tasing this guy right now?
They
Let
figured it out.
go! Kill me! No! Are you okay? Yeah.
How about like his armpit, something where you can get something.
Stop! Kill me!
What are we doing?
Oh, that's how you
Stop,
dry
let
stun
go!
people. Oh my god.
I was waiting for you to see it.
Go!
Jesus Christ.
Okay, let go. Let go!
Oh, it's crazy what
Try to
happens
help
when
you.
you actually dry
No!
stun.
Put your hands behind your back, man!
It's gonna be real hard to do with one hand. I can't even wrap my head around what happened.
Shoot me! No, we're not gonna.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna be honest. If the guy's going into custody and I grab for his arm and the first thing he does is pull away from me like this, he starts getting real ignorant police real quick. This is what you'd consider active resistance, which if on most use of force continuums, there's passive resistance, which is where they're just simply not cooperating. And there's active resistance, and he's not assaulting me until he starts grabbing for people's guns. But I'm allowed to use leverage-based techniques and like legit ignorant force on it because the idea is we need to be controlling this human being. Because if I don't, he starts attacking and he starts reaching for people's guns and all this kind of crazy bullshit.
So the gun went
holding on to-
off, but didn't hit either one of them.
Jesus. Dude.
So we don't really know. It came out of the holster.
He grabbed for it, you know. I don't know.
Well,
man.
he got it out of the holster, and the officer had control of his arm. So I think the suspect actually is the one that
discharged
got the round
Jesus,
off,
dude.
but it didn't
They're
hit
so lucky.
either one of them.
They're so lucky.
But he did get it out of the. He did get it out of the holster.
The good Lord was looking out, dude. I don't know, man. Like
Brian, I'm with
this
you.
is-
I'm surprised the top officer didn't shoot that guy in the head. Like,
I mean,
can I be honest? That's exactly what I would have done. That's
I'm
precisely what I would have done.
Like, he was probably in
second he-
shock that he heard the gunshot. Like,
yeah.
No, but the second he uttered the words, "He has my gun,"
I know. Yeah,
thing.
that's
Yeah, and it's like it's shitty to think about, but like probably would have done the same thing too.
What, what other course of action do I have outside of hope this guy doesn't pull this gun out and kill us both?
Yeah, I hope this guy doesn't kill one of us.
And then when it goes off, like, I don't know, dude.
If you're in a gunfight, you're in a gunfight. And again, I'm going to preface this with saying I am proud of everyone that is still willing to do this job. However, my guys, like I want y'all to go. I want y'all to go home. You know, you got to do this job in a way that makes sense. And
we'll watch the YouTube video for that one.
You're setting a really stupid precedence here that allegedly you can take someone into custody without. I don't know. That's crazy to me.
Juan, if I get the raccoon, I'll bring it on stream.
Bring the raccoon on stream.
Did you guys hear the shot earlier?
No.
Yeah, dude. It was like I walked out my door right here and pow. I missed it.
I didn't hear it.
Didn't hear it.
Unless you timed it perfectly with the shot on this stream. You were like waiting. You're like, I know what happens here.
Kaden wanted me to ask what you were looking at. Wow. Blank.
Anyways, moving on.
Keep going.
How police wives expect their husbands to answer the phone at work.
Step out with your hands up, facing away from me. Keep going. Right there. Hold on. Hey, hon. Yes, I'm still at work. Yeah, my shift started an hour ago. Yeah, don't move. Oh, not you, babe. No. What do you mean? No, tacos are fine for dinner. Get down on your knees. No, not you. There you go. No, yeah, tacos are fine, but I don't care what color you paint the room. Green is fine. Green is fine. Or blue. Hey, what are you? Hey, guys, he went into the room on the left. Can you go?
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I hope to be off on time too. Yeah, I know he's got practice. I should be fine, unless I get a late arrest. I can't make crime stop criming. Listen, I really need to go. I still see you. We all see you in that room. There's nowhere to go. No, not you. Okay, anyway. That's right. Oh, okay, I'll talk to you later. No, not right now. I love you more. No, not you. Step.
Been there at least once.
It's true.
What are you doing right now? I don't know. Nothing.
Oh my God. Oh, nothing. Cop stuff. I'm trying to clean someone else's blood off of me.
Yeah. That's it. That's all. No big deal. Just cop
Tactical hugs. Not gonna lie. Never cooperate with law enforcement. Amen. Don't ever answer questions. Shout out to Police Fitness Nutrition.
That was Kristen on the phone talking to Michael.
That's exactly what it was. Kristen, we know it is. She says I'm weak. Quick question to the class here: is Arizona law enforcement any good?
Never worked there. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It seems kind of dry out there.
We see some pretty cool videos come out of Phoenix. Like they still do police work.
It's a real mixed bag out there. It's a real mixed bag kind of everywhere. But
the problem is
50-50 on the show so far.
You have some places like Scottsdale that get wild.
That's true.
So I don't know. But this video is awesome.
We're ready for it. My guy, that was a good jump. Oh yeah!
He made it through.
How'd you get footage of my last foot chase?
There's me not fitting to the whole bill made.
Oh, just go over the fence.
How hilarious is it that the first cop was able to punch that out?
Oh yeah.
These 4 cops can't even kick one out.
Bro, are we gonna help this guy or no?
Bro, our friend needs help.
What did he lose?
Look at his fucking body cam.
It probably was his body cam.
Here comes the admin to write him up.
100%. Also, so we had, it's called, I don't remember what the department was called for us, but it's the, damn, he punched that second one out.
Yeah,
Shout out
dude.
to this guy.
What a freaking man.
Jesus, that cop was Terminator. Only I've tickets for meth in Arizona. Wow. Jesus. For meth.
There's probably a lot of meth in Arizona.
Arizona's pretty wild.
Probably.
And
yes,
napalm
Arizona.
Kool-Aid. Yeah.
Arizona is where they use the grappler.
Ooh,
They've used
shout
it
out.
more since then. Also, I just haven't been able to get more videos of it.
Playing Ford. She's on the right up train too. Also, yes, Alfredo. He was the Terminator cop.
Yes.
Hey, this looks kinky. I'm ready here. I'm here for it. Police post. Shout out.
So, says spent the weekend with Wads BJJ, co-founder and the director of EF Combatives, which is police post training. So, go check them all out.
I want you to roll away from me. Roll to your stomach. My knee maintains contact, but it finds the back of the hip. The reason I find the back of the hip is if he changes his mind and wants to become uncooperative again, I already established the angle on the tricep, and I've also established a frame with my knee behind his hip, which makes it difficult for him to get his back on the mat and his hips on the mat, so then I'm winning that position. He's cooperative.
Can I do this with my other
so
knee?
I can continue to drive him over, and then I'll control the head. I want to turn his head if possible, because head pressure is not meant to be a punishment, and it is not a slam. I'm not slamming him off any sort of surface. I am just maintaining contact so they
and then rub it into the concrete.
The head goes, the body goes. So this is just control. It's just pressure. I don't want to be on his shoulders or towards the back of the neck. One, if he starts to put his head up from here, it's much more difficult for me to maintain that control. If I stay that eyebrow to ear concept of where I control the head, like I will in the clinch later or when I do lateral head displacement, now he goes to lift his head up. It's harder for him to move. That allows me time to work and it allows me time to start extracting arms if possible or continuing to give him verbal commands. And at this point, if he's cooperative, I don't need to have pressure on his head. I can maintain contact and relieve pressure and there's no pressure on his head. I just have contact in case he changes.
We get it.
I'll tell you what, talk about getting dominated, dude. That's pretty decent tactics there.
Yeah.
Can you sign up for this guy to do that to you?
Probably.
Sean's got a new fantasy.
Yeah.
Anyone from Oklahoma, no one
How
is that.
dare you?
No one is that upset.
Nobody is Oklahoma from there. They don't go. Nobody lives there.
Oklahoma.
Big dart tracking.
Do you just want to come out of the closet now or what?
Pride Month.
Oh, I forgot it's June. Welcome. Welcome.
Oh my
Almost
God.
Juneteenth too.
My last arrest, cops were
Almost.
demanding my arm, but I wouldn't give it. My arm was pinned between the ground and my body. Yeah, they need to give you an opportunity to get it out.
Is this dude like a straight up criminal?
What?
Maybe.
I hope
Shout
so.
out to him.
Rago monkey?
Shout out to him.
I hope so.
Shout out to you, my guy.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Welcome to the channel.
Imagine the kind of discourse we could have with a real criminal.
Yeah, dude, come on.
I'd want someone legit. I'd want like a real, yeah.
Yeah, like what's your rap sheet?
Yeah, that'll be what it is. He's like, here's my resume, but I want your rap sheet.
What's your rap sheet, bro? Do we have a job for you?
So, we're not going to touch on the event that took place from this picture, but this is the man that left his haircut with a shotgun to go save his wife and
the CBP guy?
Little girl.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Sheepdog Response too.
yes.
Pretty awesome group of dudes down there in Austin. Probably the only cool group of dudes down in Austin. But
Oh, wow.
Oklahoma is the
Nice.
reason Texas won't fall into the ocean because it sucks so hard.
Oh, shit. That's
Yeah,
new.
but Blank, you're retired.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to this guy. What a badass. He did not ask questions. He just went and got put in work.
Those are cool.
My dude. We'll keep going. It's the look of a hero. What in the...
Did you call, sir? Did you call? No? Okay. Did you hear anybody? There's apparently somebody was saying they needed... Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, man?
Good. Nice to meet you. Somebody said they needed oxygen. That was you?
Yes.
Okay, we want to go over to the fire department.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
He's super high. Or out
You
of
don't
it.
need oxygen?
Why need oxygen? Why you need oxygen?
Oh, he's not a criminal.
211 Bravo, I'm out with one with the fire department. He's walking around in the middle of the street, rambling.
Follow you on IG, my guy. Thank you for the...
Are you doing okay? You mind stepping out of the road? Maybe.
Pedestrian and roadway? Oh, there's no sidewalk provided. Never mind. I can't do that.
Not on the other
Shout
side?
out to fire for stepping up here.
Well, I think there is one on the other side.
Yeah, so that's a crime.
God, look at how big this guy is.
They're going to take you to detox. I don't know, man. Sir.
Get some more units, yeah?
Devontae, right?
It's going to be a bad fight.
You want to go to detox?
Yes.
All right, you got to get in the ambulance with them if you want to go to detox.
No. Speak to Didi. Speak to Didi.
The second he walked up to me while I was just getting out of my car, I'd be putting gloves on. And not nitrile gloves. I'm talking that I don't want to fuck up my hands on the pavement
Like
kind of
5'11" gloves.
Yep.
Yes. Also, you're getting more units. And you are on a timer here because this guy is experiencing what I would believe is the excited delirium.
You know what's fun, though? Whenever you need more units and they won't shut up, so you press the little happy button.
Yep. Push the little red button.
These gloves. Right
Yeah,
here.
those gloves. Exactly.
These are my pig
It's higher than the
gloves.
space. Yeah, and really, and the reason I say this is because this guy has no idea what's going on. He's off in the fucking stratosphere, right?
He already said he wants to go to detox.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting
You know
at.
what's going on.
And
Like, what a
so
nerd.
I believe he said, "What a nerd." I believe wholesale that
I'm gonna
we
let
owe
it play
as
while you
as
talk.
emergency responders to try to get this guy some help. Oh, shout out to Police Law News. That's Daniel who can't figure out Discord.
What?
He could
He's
figure he could figure out how to make a body cam video into an Instagram post.
We need glove gear reviews. Yes, we do.
Sabaya Pittman need help.
Where's he?
Sabaya Pittman need help. Sabaya Pittman need help.
Who's Sabaya Pittman?
Sabaya Pittman need help. Sabaya Pittman need help. Sabaya Pittman need help.
So do you not want to go to the hospital?
Sabaya Pittman need help.
Bro, is he in the going to the hospital? Why are we even having this discussion?
Sabaya Pittman.
Who's Sabaya Pittman?
My favorite is Fire, just chilling back there.
I'm impressed that Fire even approached the guy, to be honest. Shout out to them.
I mean, that's a big dude.
He's approaching them.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna take off and stage.
We had some pretty
We will definitely do gear reviews on gloves.
Okay,
Bro.
I missed it. What happened?
Is he wanted?
He said, "Get on the ground, Anthony," and just tased him.
Yikes.
Is he wanted? No, but he's obviously a frequent flyer.
No! Didi!
Anthony, relax.
Didi!
Anthony, relax.
Didi!
Anthony, give me your arm.
Didi!
Hey, look.
Anthony.
He has his I don't want to fuck my hands up on the ground gloves.
What a dick.
Yeah, easy on the punch, my dude.
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't know that I'm doing that. I don't know that I'm doing that. That's probably right up. Oh, now you need units.
No!
But yeah, because this guy just
It's a fight now. This fight's stuck. Hey, shout out to Fire.
shout out to the fucking fire department.
Fucking chick dick swinging firefighters.
Oh, he's a part-time guy.
here under deck.
We're at Fordson and Fordson.
I was just gonna say, are they the same department?
Yeah, I got his shoulder down. I got him right here. You got him right here.
I will say that like half of my fire department are part-time cops.
Are
Nobody's on your neck. Nobody's on your neck, buddy.
Hey, we're gonna get you rolled over. We're gonna get you rolled over.
Diddy, I can't breathe. Diddy, I can't breathe, Diddy. I can't breathe, Diddy.
Hey, we'll roll you over. Are you good?
Diddy, I can't breathe, Diddy. Diddy, I can't breathe, Diddy.
We got you on
The
your
recovery
side,
position. Shout out to them for knowing what that is. We got medical there. That's why. So we need to get him in. We need to get him in that ambulance. He's dying in front of you.
You good? Hey,
Yeah, a little bit of Narcan.
breathe.
That'd be nice.
Calm down. You got it?
Hold on, did he break? Pause it real quick.
Hey, just breathe.
So it's not that he broke. Technically, I could articulate pedestrian or roadway or PI or public intoxication because he's in it. But there's another route you can go that's non-criminal, and this is what we call in Texas a notification of emergency detention. I don't know that he necessarily qualifies for just that because really you don't know whether he's high or having some sort of mental crisis.
I think if he's asking to go to detox, you know he's high.
Sure. And I'm assuming it's a high thing. And so you can go the route of PI because he's in a public place and he's clearly intoxicated with something. He's a danger to himself because he's just taking laps on a public roadway where a sidewalk is provided. He's not crossing the street. He is taking laps in it. And so yeah. And so really he's not, I don't know that you're charging him with a crime here. You're probably just trying to take him to get care. He will die if you leave him out there. And so there is a caretaking aspect of this where you're trying to get him to get medical help. And unfortunately, he's so high, and this happens a lot, where they are so high that it's dangerous for EMS to interact with them or nurses. This is how nurses get kicked, punched, or bit. You know a nurse that works in an emergency room, ask them about people that are crazy, blitzed out of their mind, and how many of them have been assaulted by said people. All the time. Happens all the time. And a lot of people don't interact with this very often. But when it does happen, I do believe intrinsically that we owe it to them to try to provide them emergency services, but we have to do it in a way that's safe. And unfortunately, this is what it looks like because they will fight randomly doing random stuff. But it's not that could you go the route of articulating that he broke a law? Yes. It's a couple, depending on the municipality or the jurisdiction it's happening in. But this is really more, I'd have been pissed about the taser smack to the back of the neck.
I think the taser to begin with was
a little much.
A no-go for me, dude.
Because he wasn't being assaultive, to be 100% honest.
Yeah, you can't just walk up and tase him. Like
not without warning or anything like that. Yeah, I think you're at least having to go hands-on. You got enough people there. Go hands-on, you know.
Yeah.
I was not cool with the tasing portion of it, to be honest, and then the way that it was handled once he was already on the ground. Again, there was nothing assaultive about him wiggling around on the ground while you're on top. It's hot pavement, maybe.
You mean after he just got tased? Like
that's what I'm getting at. Yeah. So you can't be too terribly mad at the guy especially if he's high or intoxicated of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had an issue, and you notice Bill and I both had actually all three of us had a very big oof. Like no. I'd have honestly, with as many units as we had there, probably been pushing that cop off of it.
Yeah.
Hey, like you need to chill the fuck.
That tase was not great.
It was too much.
No, after it's cleared and like we're good, I'm throwing hands with that dude.
It's just not like it.
Well, and it's like so that's why
there's no reason for it.
That's why I asked if they were from the same department. Because if that's someone if you work with regularly,
there's no
bro,
way,
we're gonna have words immediately. Like
because that's not. I don't think the taser deployment was kosher, like I said, and really it's even after the fact. The random punch, like, bro, you got numbers there. He hasn't punched or kicked anybody. This guy needs medical attention.
Yeah.
Is he gonna fight? Yes. Are you probably taking to the ground? Yes.
Is he fighting though, or was he just trying to keep his arms under his body?
Sure. And that's what I'm getting at. He's actively resisting, so you can use leverage-based techniques, but we're not striking this dude. We're not.
I'm also not going to drive stun the back of their neck.
Hell
like here?
Hell
like
no. No.
No.
In fact, if anything, you could almost argue that the lawsuit could have been simply based on that because you do have training that specifically indicates that you are not to tase them above like the nipple line.
Yeah.
And there he's over here putting this shit at the base of his neck. Like,
yeah.
They had a basis for the lawsuit just right then and there. Now, if it's active aggression, you know what I mean? Like this guy's punching and kicking. Well, fuck it, the bets are off now. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
But that's not what was occurring there. And so on the use of force continuum, you have active resistance at best. And so again,
Yeah.
pulling, using leverage-based techniques, taking him to the ground, stuff like that's going to be kosher. Strikes,
Which that
absolutely
cop
not.
probably doesn't even know what you're talking about when you say
Yeah.
leverage.
All of the words I just used, he's like,
He's like, what? Taser, pepper spray, gun?
He gets done
Pepper
dragging his
spray,
knuckles on the
taser,
ground.
gun.
Yeah. I'm pretty pissed off at Mr. White Uniform guy that showed up. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, you look like a steak guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Great.
This is why cops get shot at. You doing bullshit like that.
Get him into handcuffs initially. Once that is done, they will then move over to the vehicle, secure the vehicle, make sure
pursuit
that there aren't
ended in
any
a
other
pit, and
passengers
they're trying to
that they
take the
may
guy
not
into
know
custody.
about. Okay, this guy doesn't
And he
look like he's
decides he
complying.
doesn't want to
Not
go into
complying now.
custody.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. And now it looks like a fight has broken out.
And you have those two officers there. You wonder if there is backup nearby.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Fuck.
This is where you see the tough job that law enforcement has each and every day here, trying to bring what seemed like somebody complying and then suddenly not complying.
Don't
As
act
I said,
like you
Alex,
like
we
them.
wondered what they might know about this suspect that we don't know. I mean, when have you seen a suspect so close to being into custody there, acting like they're complying,
All the
change
time.
course?
All the time.
Right. So
Yeah.
this
All
is
the
at
time.
Rocky
I'm not gonna say every
Peak
time, but
Fire
all
Road.
the
If you're
time.
familiar with the area, I'm
Backup.
sure the CHP
There's backup.
are
Look at this
very
guy.
grateful to have backup at this point. Get him into
Yeah, so I guess that
Hey,
got
I
captured
want to give a
on
shout out
live
to
on the news.
the guy that had the top portion of it there.
Yeah.
He did a pretty good job of doing
They
top
did
controls.
pretty
Like
well
a
once they got him onto the
modified
ground.
mount. It was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Again, no dry stunning. I didn't see like crazy punches or anything wild
No.
like that. That was active resistance. Considerably more reasonable, and I guarantee there's not a lawsuit coming out of that. Police Fitness Nutrition, shout out.
So this one's just a static post. It says Massachusetts State Police Trooper Paul O'Connor consoles a distraught man on a bridge this afternoon after successfully talking him out of committing suicide. So, shout out to this guy.
I had this was about a year, maybe about a year and a half into patrol. Maybe it was a little earlier than that. And I had a guy that the 911 call came in that he was worried about his brother that he couldn't hear from. And the very last thing he saw from his brother was him holding a gun up to his head on a Facebook Live. And then the Facebook Live went gone, but they didn't see him pull the trigger. And so to shorten a very long investigation, we eventually came to the determination that we were going to kick the door and force entry. And we forced entry. Sure enough, the guy ended up killing himself. And his brother had just moved out of his apartment with him. And his brother that ended up being deceased here was about to get evicted, lost his job. He was in the middle of a divorce. This kind of real fucked up situation, right? And so him and his brother were the exact same age difference as me and my brother. And I spent about 2.5 hours with this guy because we had to wait for the ME's office. And I just hung out with him like this. And we just talked about it. I couldn't imagine losing my brother like that to a suicide in that situation. And we just, him and I, it was hot summer night. And I went down to the gas station. We bought some Gatorades and some snacks. And I just hung out with him. And it's a very real, hard situation when you have people that are dealing with a mental health crisis. And this is, I know this is, a lot of people will talk about community policing or how you want like a kinder police and all this kind of stuff, but this is a very real, we see a lot of human suffering. And this happens, these pictures or these instances happen a lot more than you'd think. That was the one that came to mind that I had to deal with. I know exactly what it's like to listen to a mom cry about her kid dying. You know, I was literally the only one, the very first infant death I had. It was just me and the dad. Kid died from SIDS, but there's still going to be some sort of investigation and stuff. And it was just me and him. I prayed with the guy but right before we found out whether or not the kid was going to make it or not. And it was just me and him in a hospital room waiting to figure it out. And his family was at work or out of town or whatever it was. It's a hard, human suffering sucks. And if you're a cop, you're going to be at ground zero for that bullshit. So shout out to this guy for being awesome and not being too proud to be there for people.
So Yeah, okay. This is a 12-year-old in Michigan.
The guy in the blue shirt?
No.
Oh no, this guy. I was like, jeez.
A big ass kid.
Built different in
This
Michigan.
is the 12-year-old.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you were trying to convince me blue shirt guy was 12. I was shook. I was like, God dang.
Alright, have a nice day. Money in the bag. What?
Put the money in the bag.
Are you serious?
The money in my ass.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Here, get out, right. Here, take it.
Or did he just?
Yes.
Did he just racket?
Yes, twice.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, well, he's 12, Sean.
As
He's 12.
She said she was 12.
I've seen worse robberies. I'm never going to bless a robbery, but at least it was successful and he didn't hurt anybody outside of the drywall.
How do you think he got home? Did he ride his bike or did he walk?
I vote bicycle.
You think
Well,
so?
He probably
could
drove
afford
the
a gun,
car that
you
he
know, or
fucking
whatever.
stole.
Yeah, let's be honest, dude. I'm gonna tell you what. I am grateful that this child did not do this in other states where we handle things a little differently. What is it? Whatever county that one sheriff's in, you know, don't do it there, man.
Oh, we watched the video last week of that guy that had the gun ready. Remember? He pulled the gun out when the guy pulled the gun out.
I'm gonna be honest
on him.
with you. I when bad things, regardless of the age or demographic or whatever, when bad things happen to people committing violent felonies, I have negative sympathy. If anything, it probably brings me joy. Will that make me fail the next psychological evaluation I might have to take for a job? Maybe, but that's how I feel about it because I've had to take the report or deal with the situation plenty of times after the fact, and it's really traumatizing and scarring to the people that are victims of this bullshit. This lady's minding her own damn business, and this ginormous man from Michigan here is just over here trying to buy some cigarillos or whatever the fuck, you know.
Probably some snacks,
like,
dude.
Like, if you own a gas station,
hey man,
fucking own a gun. Own a gun.
At least one.
Or like mandate your employees, you know, carry a gun.
This first comment.
I don't know, dude. I've met some
This
gas
first
station
comment.
employees that I don't want anywhere around a gun.
Dude, you know how many gas stations I would visit if I knew that the people behind the counter had like an hour of range time every week?
Yeah, but then these gas stations wouldn't be able to hire the people that they hire because technically they're not allowed by law to be around a gun anyways.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
There was some. I'm not gonna lie. There were some previously convicted felons that I was real homies with while I was still on patrol because they were cool and I was.
There
cool.
was
like, I had nothing. Yeah, not all felons are created equal. Okay?
There was a lady at the extended stay that I was working a case on for meth. I was just doing it while I was on patrol because I used to be a good cop. But
What's that?
Exactly. Yeah.
What's that?
I tracked her for like a month out of the extended stay, and after I arrested her, I found out she was working at the gas station just up the street, and then her and I became friends, and she helped me arrest other people for drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's a homie.
She was cool.
I let some people off on stupid shit sometimes, and it pays off.
Every once in a while, man.
Yeah.
North American Rescue. Shout out. Go give them a follow on Instagram. It's a good group of dudes out there. They have some really good information.
So
get out. Did they He-Man this car? Fuck you for not paying attention.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Texting for sure.
Okay, I wanna point out that there's not a single cell phone out.
Dude, the QRF on the golf cart?
Dude, no kidding. He said the QRF.
2 golf carts, bro?
Well,
let's.
I'm assuming this is a
not doing
parade
shit.
route or something because of all these things.
Yeah. Let's get a move on. Shout out. Hey, why don't you close the driver door? Might be easier. Somebody, red shirt guy, he's got it. Maybe no.
I think
He's
it's
trying to
already
make it
against the ground.
Oh.
But they got him pulled out, so.
Shout out, dude. Yeah. Shout out to the onlookers, dude.
Yeah.
The cops should have been doing something, but the onlookers technically don't have a duty to intervene, but they have, I think, a moral obligation. But
I was just gonna say, it depends on where you live. What's gonna happen?
Yeah. Shout out to that. Oh, is that one lady that was like in New York, like straight and murdered on the sidewalk, and like 40 or 50 people just walk right by her?
Yep.
Shout out to those guys. That's awesome to see civilians that give a shit. It matters. Shout out to Police Fitness Nutrition. Go give them a follow.
So this is Reading Police SWAT team learning some fun shit. We can't play the music, or we can't play the sound because it's music. So
it's music.
Is it royalty-free music?
No, it is not.
I doubt it. Look at that belay. Look at them training. We're straight up 0-hour shit right here. My guys. Says, no, don't touch the rope. Okay, now touch the rope. How wild. This is the stuff I really wish I got a chance to do.
Yeah.
Some cool stuff, man. Hey, but you need dangerous people. I tell you what, though, this training is expensive. Very, very expensive. It also looks hot outside. Fuck that. Notice the bystander effect in full swing until the cops started to do something. Yeah, producer Juan's right. Look up, is it Vincent Lombardo that talked about the bystander effect? No, that's the Lucifer effect. He did the Stanford study. Producer Juan, give us a citation here for the bystander effect. There's some psychology bullshit behind that. Smarter than me. Is that Eye of the Tiger? Oh, he's muted.
He's getting yelled at like I was earlier.
Nice. You were not getting yelled at.
I was.
Oh, okay. Shout out. We'll go see what this is. Who's this from?
Unmute yourself, Sean.
Unmute yourself, Sean.
There it is.
Can't. My wife's being loud.
Oh.
I fell off a rappel tower once. Good times. Hands were shaking for a couple of hours. It's the best summer ever.
Yeah.
She got put a baby Jesus in the chat for an napalm bath, not dying from falling off a rappel tower.
I feel your pain, Sean. That was me about 10 minutes ago. So.
Hey, if you guys are watching this and you like our content, go ahead and like the video so more people can go see it. Oh, this looks sketchy. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, I got that white.
How many times have we done this?
This a lot.
Too much, dude.
More than I could count.
I freaking hate building searches and shooting responses. I hated doing this. At least it's daylight.
Now, to be fair,
that was the metal flooring.
I think this was a real active shooter. Thank God we never got one of those.
This was legit, yeah. This is very legit.
Hold this door, hold this door, hold this door. Hey, I'm holding that top.
God, look at the amount of units they got. Look at this. Shout out.
Give us another unit over here. Hey, we're going to start pushing up. Sarge, come over to here. Sarge. Sarge, move.
Pause it real quick. My only criticism right now is there needs to be one person game planning this, not 15. That being said, they're still working it out, but this creates a lot of confusion in the situation. Because you notice you have the guys in the stairs talking about like, "Hey, we're gonna push up," and he's like, "Whoa, easy, dude. Like, let's figure this out first. Figure out who's in the know and who's gonna make the best tactical decisions out of your group." But be honest with you, it's probably the guys holding rifles because these guys probably have a little bit more training. Supervisors are supposed to, right, Sean, have the ability to go and make good tactical. He says, "Hell no."
He
says, "Oh no, this is my video."
All I hear is supervisors should, and I'm like, no.
So
no.
Thank you once again for showering us with many blessings, Napalm Bath. Thank you for another bribe. This is apparently his video. So
what does he do? What's his
I don't
job?
know, dude. He's got that big dick energy.
He's like Barney Stinson from fucking How I Met Your Mother. Nobody knows what he does.
We'll never know what he does,
Like
but he's loaded.
Yeah.
Before the dude celebrating Pride Month, asking for another unit.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate on you, Josh, because I'm with you. Like, one person should be leading, but I feel like in such a high stress situation, I'm gonna give them props for even just moving at this point. Like,
and like that's what I was gonna say.
Instead of getting stuck back there, like you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna, and then they don't ever go.
There's an interesting. We were LARPing in my house a few days ago, and I was talking about room clearing tactics, and I said you have to figure it out as you approach it, because you don't know what you got till you're there, right? I said, but that being said, when you're in law enforcement, being there's half the battle. If it makes any sense, like, you kind of learn how to move and shake as you get there. But yeah, I'm with you that I would rather have unorganized cops at least meeting the response rather than organized cops taking their sweet ass fucking time if there's potential victims in here. 110%. Look at the urgency on this guy. Look at the urgency. My God.
Hey, behind that
His
engine
vest
block.
isn't even strapped up.
That's what I mean. He said, fuck it, I'm not ready, but let's do it.
Smart.
Dude, if I get called out, I'm not throwing a fucking vest on.
I think I had time, maybe 3 or 4 times to put my vest on. Most of the time it was just in a rifle.
Yeah.
It was a very, very high risk game of laser tag.
All right, we're good. We gotta take this smart. Hey, we need access to these doors.
Staircase.
Yeah.
They're hearing shots. Fuck this ball, dude.
Hey, get your hands up! All right, hands on your head.
Turn around.
Everybody stand by.
He goes, I don't give a fuck if you're a supervisor. Remember to see your
What do you
hands.
got?
I'm a supervisor. I was just speaking communication.
Okay, come back.
Are you able to open that door for us?
I am, sir. Okay. Give me your key card.
Where's your key card at?
Come behind me.
Absolutely.
Bro, I'll tell you what.
I could tell what kind of leader he is
We need a key card.
just by him saying, I'm a supervisor.
This door.
Oh, this one's on your. Hold it close. You want to go in there? I'll swing it over for you guys, all right? I'm going to swing it open.
I'll
Ready?
swing it open. Jesus Christ. Oh.
I'm clear
What
right.
about announcements?
Come with me.
Yeah, let's get a few.
Police.
Yeah, a
Clear
few.
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm clear right.
Maybe? We announcing?
Maybe a door. Maybe door. I got door right.
Yeah. Fuck announcing.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, we need that key card over here, bro.
All right, I'm pushing it back to you guys, okay?
Yep.
Which one you need? Door right behind us.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh shit, go back a little bit. Go back like literally 10 seconds, if that. Back a little bit more. You can see this dude walk by the door.
What?
You can see him watch the door on the very far right.
Oh, shit.
It's right before that. Before that?
All right, I'm pushing it back to you
Right there. You see him walking by the door?
Yep. I think that was a reflection.
Yeah, it looked like a shadow.
I think they're
or something.
stacking up behind this dude.
Yeah, I think
When
you're
you
right.
hear one shot, I'm gonna be
I think-
honest, when you hear one shot, yeah. Oh, maybe second, third shot.
Nah, bro. I would say go.
Okay. I got somebody down in front
You
of me.
gotta go.
1, 3.
Bro, shout out to all these guys. They're ready, dude.
See your hands.
He unalived himself.
Hold right.
Hold on.
We got that stairwell.
Sheriff's
Good
office.
communication. Oh, an announcement, my guy.
Okay, he's in here.
Peek the doors and check for traps. Producer Juan's ready.
Watch his hands. Watch his hands.
He's like, "Where's my
Hold that
revolver?"
stairwell. Hold that stairwell.
Top side's clear.
Okay, you hold this.
Oh, the gun. I see the gun in his hand right there. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, before we get too demonetized.
Yeah.
Pretty
Were there
good
any-
communication there.
Was there any other victims? Or was he just a fucking...
I don't know. I think he probably shot at some people, but I think he ended up unaliving himself prior to. So thank you, Napalm Bath, Discord
I don't
and
remember.
Patreon supporter. and for the super chat. We really appreciate it. He's been incredibly generous, which has allowed us to be in a situation to do these things more often and provide some cool stuff for you guys. We got to do glove reviews now. I'm glad he mentioned that because we got to get some gloves to do some glove reviews. I know the ones that I carried, but get some options. Hell yeah, brother.
God, this intro just gets
just for you, buddy. That was just for you.
I love this shit.
On October 9th, 2020, dispatch received a call about a man causing a disturbance at a residence in Baraboo, Wisconsin. The man was identified as 26-year-old Alexander Brogley. A resident of the home was calling police when Alex slapped the phone out of their hand before running off. The resident also claimed Alex was selling drugs out of the basement. While officers were en route to the residence, Alex was attempting to leave in a maroon-colored vehicle. Minutes later, another officer advised he had located the vehicle at a Quick Trip and observed Alex crawling into the trunk of the vehicle.
Pause it real quick. See what this man's doing? He knows.
Is this the same gas station that we listened to that drunk girl?
It kind of looks like it.
Probably.
This guy knows what's up.
Yeah.
You see old boy on the far end too? The other guy
yeah, they're both ready. They both know their hands, dude.
Legit?
Their hands
we wouldn't even look at each other, but I could hear Bill's Velcro shit coming off at the same time mine was. Because we knew at the same time, I was like, fuck it. I guess we're fighting this guy. Whatever.
I usually leave my hat in the car.
Oh, yeah. I did not have this beard on duty. I don't think this beard was... Even if your department had a beard policy, my beard is not going to
be
fit
out of policy. Mine's never long enough to violate policy. So
yeah.
Mine doesn't grow long enough to violate policy.
So the Navy, fun fact, just authorized beards.
So did our old department.
For retirees.
Oh.
Wow.
You can wear your uniform with the beard.
That's savage.
Oh. Gosh, got me heated.
Oh. Well, yeah. Anyways.
Okay, we'll keep going.
No, we literally just came from the downtown area when he was robbed. He's very upset right now.
He got robbed and then crawled into a trunk? What? Bro, Zoomers are wild, dude.
When they opened the trunk, Alex was directed to exit, but didn't comply and remained lying in the trunk, covered with a blanket.
Hey, keep your hands right here, Alex. Okay?
Alex, don't do anything stupid.
Keep your hands
Listen to your girlfriend, I guess.
What's the fun in that?
Pause it. See this guy that the camera's pointed at right here? This guy's my dude. I'd arrest somebody with this guy. He knows what's up. He knows he can't point yet, but he ain't stupid.
I did that once and
got
got
a
yelled at.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Look at these pants.
Alex,
get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle.
Ooh, dropped him.
I'm trying to. Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. This is a two-handed task now. There you go, my guy.
Put your arm behind your back.
Shout out to these guys.
We'll tell you get out of the vehicle.
I was trying to
get back in the car.
Jordan, I was trying to get out of the vehicle. I'm flying. What
He's
am I
hammered.
doing wrong? I didn't do anything.
Okay, let's get the handcuffs on, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Mom.
My gosh.
Do you have anything on you that's going to stick me poke
I
me?
wish you
No,
were
sir.
an
Why are you
academy
so
instructor.
aggressive?
Do what?
Mom.
I wish you were an
Mom,
academy
what
instructor.
are they
You're
doing?
like,
Why are
it's
they
so
being
passive
aggressive?
aggressive.
I
It
didn't
just
No.
They would hate
They
me.
dragged me out of the fucking car.
Administrators would hate me.
Did I not? You did.
You'd have some real go-getters for rookies.
They dragged me out of the car.
I want
We were hiding in the trunk.
Okay?
Nothing else on you.
No, there's nothing on me. I was robbed earlier tonight by Mark Anderson.
Did you report it?
By Mark Anderson. He knows the
I
name.
literally was robbed by Mark Anderson.
It's a social.
There's a police report. Check
think
your
it's-
files.
Check your
That one's not locked.
I was just robbed.
Come on, Rook.
And
Is he
beat
trying to unlock it so
by
he can
your
double cup?
Your co-workers.
Does it
were
lock?
on-
There we go. That's your lock.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Say you were.
I know, but you were trying to make it seem like it though.
Alex,
I was just robbed.
Okay,
But they're treating me like I'm a suspect.
Get them up. Yep, stand up.
Okay. I'm working with you.
Let's go over here.
Oh, that guy's been pretty cool so far. Instead of hiding in the back of the trunk.
I think this is his first interaction with police.
1000% now.
Yeah,
He's an expert.
No, I promise you, I'm not resisting, and there's nothing on me that will poke you. There's no weapons, there's no nothing.
No drugs, no nothing else.
I don't do those.
After a search of the residence, an officer discovered several narcotics in the basement, which had Alex's possessions near them.
Why are you treating me this way, officer? What is your name?
They did not
What
charge
is your
him with
badge
possession
number?
if that's the case. What? They get a warrant?
Am I right? What is your name, officer?
We'll talk.
Well, I'm trying to talk to you right now.
I want to see what this
On
says.
October 9th, 2020, dispatch received a call about a man causing a disturbance at a residence in Baraboo, Wisconsin.
Okay.
The man was
So that makes
identified as...
sense. So they searched the house because that's where
Okay.
he was.
Okay.
So
I guess they found the narcotics there?
yes.
And then figured out that he skedaddled? I guess they're arresting him on the domestic or whatever it is?
Yeah. I'm not going to watch the rest of it.
That's
so.
weird. What a weird set of circumstances. Shout out for good tactics, though. It's pretty decent. They know what's up. They understand what it is, and I didn't see anything. They were quickly able to escalate force really quickly to get control and compliance, and then they didn't have to escalate after that. That is good, quick, aggressive, how you do it to create safety, boys and girls. Good job to them. Shout out.
Hey, come here. You ain't. Hey.
Nope.
Hey.
I wonder what he's.
Hey, you gonna get tased if you don't come here. Coming up on Arnold.
What?
I wonder what he's. Oh, this makes more sense. The felony warrant was for. I didn't read until now. Keep going.
Nice.
Keep going. Okay. Yeah, he's going to jail.
Those are words.
Hey, you about to get tased. I'll get it.
Oh, put your radio away.
Oh, jeez. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Can you get this sandwich for me?
He needs to put his radio away.
I understand.
Why are we taking him out of cuffs? What are we doing?
82 to 11. Can you start this way? They're wanting to refuse the subject.
He's being redirected for medical care.
And I understand that.
Sir, we're not taking you in. Cobalt, we're not taking him in.
Listen, it's just my policy. I have to give you this.
It's our policy. We're not going to accept it.
That's fine.
We're not going to accept it. Do not accept any paperwork in hand, and that door is to remain shut all night long.
Listen, they said if you guys refuse, no matter what, that I'm waiting on my sergeant to get up here because this is the first time I've ever dealt with anything like this.
And I'll tell your sergeant that we're...
That's fine. I don't want there to be any problems. Don't be mad at me. Listen.
Oh, I'm not mad at you. I'm following our county policy and procedures and our TCA procedures as well.
That's fine.
Okay. The corrections officers can't control it if medical says no, okay? It's not, he's doing what his boss says, she's doing what her boss says. You see what I'm saying? It's not...
I've been here before.
Nobody's mad at anybody. We just got to get through the procedure.
And needs stitches. We do not have the means to stitch up his arm. He has been redirected to a medical facility for stitching. And they will not leave.
That's why they take custody and then take
demanding that I take this subject in. And I understand that. They're telling me they are, and the CPD sergeant is allegedly on his way. Pardon me?
Allegedly? What's all this ass?
No one's mad at anyone. I'm just being a bitch for no reason. So
what's with the sass?
So Josh and I used to have to sit on felony suspects for up to 24 hours before the county would come and sit on them until they got released or transferred. And what doesn't make sense to me about this is old boy got released from handcuffs and walked away. He didn't get released into medical care.
Yeah.
He got released. So
he's refusing to leave the Sally Port and said that I have to take this inmate.
Yes.
You do.
Yes. That's your job.
Thank you, ma'am. You can exit the Sally Port. We have nothing else to discuss.
Can I not wait on my sergeant?
No, sir.
I'm trying to be a
What a
mediator.
C-word, dude.
Can you call your sergeant and see if you can wait on him outside that door?
He said, "Don't move." My sergeant said, "Don't move."
He's here.
Hey, I'm Lieutenant Edwards.
I'm Sergeant Mitchell.
Nice to meet you.
More like we're
Here's what we've been
former
instructed.
lieutenant.
One moment. Yes, ma'am. Sergeant Mitchell is in the Sally Port, and they're saying what? He refused to leave, ma'am. He refused to leave. He refused to pull his car forward and leave.
Yeah. I would have too. Pause it real quick, or mute it, or whatever. Okay, there's only a minute left. This is when administration gets involved. This is exactly what bureaucracy looks like.
I don't remember who said it. Somebody said something about taking a bad cop off the street and like putting them into admin or at the account. That's what happened with this lady. This lady sucks as a cop, so she's became
not even a cop.
She became a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's county, so she could be a cop. I mean,
Yeah.
she could still be a peace officer technically. They are in Texas, even if they work at the jail. But she became a lieutenant because she sucked at her job, most likely. And that's why she acts like this towards everyone.
Because there's no reason to be angry about this. Like, hey, as long as if my supervisor comes here and tells me yes, then I'm not going to go to prison for dereliction of duties or crazy shit.
Well, and also that thing he has in his hand
says yes, he will release them there.
Yeah, I don't know that I would
But they
leave
had to
either.
accept. I wouldn't. I'm like, Brian, going nowhere. My supervisor could tell me to leave because I answer to him.
Okay, thank you. All right. Inside. We're not accepting you.
Okay. Did you give her that?
She's not accepting any of my paperwork.
Do you want a copy of this to read?
No, sir, we're not accepting any paperwork.
Okay. Do you know this is possibly criminal? Just let y'all know. Okay.
I'm acting under Bradley County Sheriff's Office policy, my cash.
Well, we're asking you under the district attorney's office, so.
What I need to do, Sergeant? What do I need to do?
Describe the report. Tell exactly what happened. Save your videos, and we'll forward it to the DA's office, like we told them.
What do I do with him?
Those are warrants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let him go right outside that door.
He goes gangsta, dude.
And that's what I told Bradley, and I told.
Interesting.
What the fuck? Napalm Beth, you bless us way
it.
too much. You need to stop. Stop drinking. You're giving us too much money.
Also, these videos you've given us this week are much better than last week. So I don't know.
They're
what you're
much better
about.
than last. He said, "Oh no, there's another one of my videos." I was about to say we had this exact same issue with our county agency when it came to sitting on inmates that were
sitting on them, yes, but they never refused to take them.
God no, or at least have dialogue to figure out what the hell we're supposed to do, because they could have very easily called a representative from the DA's office.
Dude, when somebody watches
somebody
that
from the
body
sheriff's
camera
office,
and sees the way that lady talked to that patrol officer, good luck.
She's done for, bro.
Good
who's
luck.
doing his job?
I mean,
wanna know what the
I hope
disposition
she's
was for
done
that.
for. That was despicable.
It was so stupid. Shout out to police activity. Also, I want to take this opportunity to never let it pass. Give a big fuck you to Axon. We'll keep going.
We got
Shout out
a
to
guy
Florida
down.
again.
Hey guys, quick question.
Yes, sir.
We got a guy down here that's trying to steal a jet ski. He's on the jet ski in the river. Is there any way you could take a couple of us down there to him?
Sure.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
It gets better.
You can take it, come back.
He's willing to let us use the boat. You can. I know you got lots of boating experience.
Stop.
They took the boat, dude.
Stop.
He let him take the boat.
Dude, what county is this?
Hey, right here, sheriff's office. Sheriff's office.
Show us your hands.
Put your hands up.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, your back's
Come over
pretty
here.
Gucci. So
Come over here. What?
Swim. So you're gonna take a jet ski and you don't know how to swim.
you got a line. Bro, Florida's built different, dude.
Dude,
Look,
if this
I'll
is my
toss you the
county,
boat.
if this is my county, I'm
Back at the
losing
front
my
of the jet
shit.
ski. Do you have any weapons on you?
I'd make him strip right then and there. Like, show me you ain't got nothing. God, I'm smoking you right then and there.
Any weapons, guns, knives, anything?
Ormond Beach. Oh, fuck.
Volusia?
Fuck these guys. I don't think Ormond Beach is Volusia.
It said Volusia County.
Thank you. I'm Sergeant Turner, by the way. I gave him a card. Okay. I'm Sergeant Turner. Thank you very much.
help.
Absolutely. Y'all did great.
How crazy.
Let me go.
That actually is.
Dude.
That's a fair. Whoever, that's crazy, dude. I can't even wrap my head around that. How badass. Shout out to these guys. How many likes on the stream? Hey, we have 16 likes on the stream. Thank you to everybody that's liked the stream. And thank you, Napalm Bath, for ensuring our ability to be monetizable here, even if we're not.
So I think Poof has shared this one 2 or 3 times, so I figured I'd throw him a bone and we'd watch it.
Shout out to
Poof, we're not watching the turkey one. So.
Responding to calls of a car that's driven into the side of a house. This incident was captured on 2 dash cameras, 2 body cameras, and a surveillance camera, giving us an amazing 360-degree look at this rescue.
Hearst, baby.
Hearst. Hell yeah.
Not far from us.
Where's that at?
Just north of us.
To this call, and none can be sure what to expect. But an otherwise routine call.
I don't remember hearing
about
this,
take an
though,
incredibly
honestly.
scary turn.
Jesus.
The driver lost control of his car, and as the SUV crashed
no shit.
into the siding, it severed the home's external gas line.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Other officers arrive just as the gas line explodes.
Imagine like being there, like showing up to that.
You copy that? We had explosion in the house.
Imagine that being your house.
Are you all right?
Well, I mean, as long as no one's in it,
As
insurance is
officers
going to be
race
pretty
to
nice.
save the victims, firefighters arrive on scene. They need to get this blaze under control before it spreads to nearby homes.
Shout out to fire.
As one officer pulls the driver to safety, others check the house and surrounding homes for other potential victims.
Look at fire. Fuck that guy. Put him in handcuffs. He's the driver.
Yeah.
No. He needs to be in handcuffs.
Stumbles away from the wreckage.
Holy crap.
Jesus, dude. I tell you what, I've never experienced this. That's fucking wild, dude.
I don't think I want to.
No, neither have I.
Wow.
Fuck that, dude.
That dude's lucky to be alive.
No one was seriously
Oh, yeah.
injured in the explosion. The driver was arrested for driving without a license. One resident was still inside the house when it exploded, making it all the more remarkable that everyone came out alive.
Well, they for sure got
Thanks
him
for being
on
a
the,
fan of Rescue Cam.
Well, criminal mischief or the accident or some shit, leaving the roadway.
Well, it was a
bunch of
pursuit.
different
It was a
things, yeah.
pursuit too. So
That's
they for
evading
sure
in a
got him on
vehicle.
that.
Have you heard of the taser shockwave? I don't know what the hell that is.
No.
Not interested. Fuck Axon.
Yeah, fuck
Shout out to
Axon.
Donut here. This little kitty with a gun here.
We've got a pretty crazy shooting to break down today involving 3 officers and a suspect who had just taken out a security guard with his own gun. First off, let me thank you for watching my last video I put out, the active shooter breakdown, where the officers did an excellent job at going in and trying to find that guy before he offed himself. I've learned 3 things in the comments from that video. 1, I am supporting the officers in Uvalde just by saying I want more information. 2, a cab. And 3, man bun. Thanks for the comments, guys.
Jesus.
Let's get on with our video. June 3rd, 2022, Nashville, Tennessee. It was just a regular old night at the local Frugal McDougal booze store when our 40-year-old suspect stumbled in and tried to steal some alcohol. The security guard approached the man and he fled to a nearby property. The security guard thought that the vagrant was gone, but then he returned.
But it's worth a
shortly after.
watch.
Security guard and our suspect got into a physical altercation in the
it.
parking lot of the Frugal McDougal, and that's when the suspect was able to take away the security guard's gun. The security guard, Scott Meek, a beloved friend, family man, and black belt holding karate instructor of many Nashville locals, was then shot and killed by his own gun. The bad guy took Meek's gun and ran back into the liquor.
That's why you train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and not karate.
Jesus.
Just saying.
store. Within 3 minutes, Nashville police officers were on the scene. Before we watch the video, what's up, YouTube manual reviewer? Oh yeah, I'm talking to you, you sexy beast. This is a law enforcement interaction provided in an educational manner by a former police officer. There is minimal violence, no blood, and this shows no visible death. Well, it shows no death at all. The suspect lived. Shooting breakdown. The first...
Josh, you need to start saying that before we start these streams.
I'll do that. This is from
officer
a
on
former
scene, Trevor
police
Taylor,
officer.
pops out and sees a civilian trying to provide aid to security guard Scott Meeks. The civilian does a stellar job in informing the officer what's going on and describing the suspect. Officer Taylor doesn't hesitate to run inside the business and try to find the guy who he knows just shot someone in the parking lot and is still armed. He tells 911 to clear the air.
25, give me the air.
Meaning, everyone shut the fuck up on the radio, I'm probably about to be in a gunfight. He then runs past some dumb broad trying to buy cheap wine who didn't realize there's a dude dying in the parking lot directly next to 2 police cars flashing cherries and berries. Move. Officer Taylor finds the guy casually shopping for his favorite IPA at the back of the store and starts giving commands.
Favorite IPA.
He went back there. Show me your hand! Show me your hand!
The dude hits the deck and then starts shooting at Officer Taylor.
Gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Right now! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop it! Show me your hand! Show me your hand!
Good use.
If we didn't mention it the first time, I'm going to mention it right now. If someone has a gun in their hand and they've already shot somebody else and you see them and you're pointing your gun at them, shoot that guy.
What if you're scared?
Too damn bad.
What if you're
the fear?
What if you're
scared to do it?
What if you're scared to pull the clicky thing that goes click click?
I don't know, dude. Shoot that guy. We talk about it all the time. Once you're in a shooting, be in a shooting.
I'm pretty sure this dude never fires around, right?
Shots fired!
Yeah. Oh boy, I remember not.
Fired. Show the gas!
He notifies.
Officer Taylor doesn't fire any shots during this interaction, but Officer Curry, on the other hand, who has been with the Nashville Police Department for only 17 months, approaches the suspect.
Also, do you see this here? That's a field training officer.
Oh.
That's teaching a rookie right there.
The suspect is down right now. We'll talk about how he got down here in a second. Officer Curry comes around the corner and sees the dude on the ground swing the gun around towards him and lights him up.
Also, this stuff, not stopping a bullet.
No.
So, don't feel safe
maybe if
behind
you got
that.
it like square in the center and hit like 18 of these cans, maybe, but
maybe. But yeah, I would not feel safe behind that.
It's
So
just-
I like the way he was moving, like how slow he was going. Like,
boys and girls, that's what it's called, concealment.
3 shots fired!
Not cover, concealment.
Don't reach for that gun! Do not reach for that gun!
If you take a
Look at
close
that
look at
wasted
Officer
beer.
Taylor's body camera, there's a sneaky boy right over here. That's Officer Lucky. Officer Lucky comes in right behind the first 2 officers and can't get a good shot off because old...
You know how I know Officer Lucky is a rookie? He's wearing his traffic vest.
Yeah.
Dude hit the deck when they all approached.
He's
Officer
also,
Lucky assesses the situation
makes
and decides
himself a
to flank
backstop.
left.
Yeah,
He peeks
well.
around the corner, instantly sees the suspect focusing his fire towards the other officers, and lights him up from behind. The suspect drops as soon as his brain processes 9mm holes in his body, and he swings around and starts shooting at Officer Lucky, who retreats at the right time.
Oh, shout out. That's not too bad, actually. Okay. I blessed it. Never mind. Traffic vest and all. Fuck it, Officer Lucky. Shout out to you, dude. You went in there and got it, though.
I'm gonna be honest though. After the first shots fired goes over the radio, shut the fuck up.
Stay in the fight. Oh, easy, dude. Easy, dude.
Yeah.
Easy, dude.
This is what I wanted you to see.
I'm ready for it. Hell yeah. Producer Juan, get on this. I wish our graphics were this good.
Miss it. Hits him a bunch of times. Bad guy goes. While he's looking over here, Curry goes. And bad guy is down.
Hands! Show me your hands!
Yeah, we get it. The dude lived, or he was still alive.
Hey, shout out to Lucky for wearing the traffic vest and staying in the fight. He's trying to avoid that write-up.
Yeah.
The only thing he remembered from his clearly really awesome training officers was to make sure you're wearing your traffic vest.
Yeah.
Did Lucky get hit?
No.
No.
Wonder why?
No. Why?
Stop.
Because the fucking traffic vest.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I thought it was.
Dude.
I thought it was just because he was lucky.
No.
I recommend.
It's don't worry about that. It's a drone conversation.
Oh my god. That's an officer pee-pee whack. Yes, sir, it is.
Police say they took LaDamian Hall into custody 2 weeks ago for causing a disturbance at a business in Far East Dallas. They believe she was under the influence of drugs or alcohol. They say they plan to conduct a mental health evaluation. Now, body camera video shows officers and paramedics pinning Hall down, handcuffing her, putting a spit hood over her head. The 47-year-old became unresponsive inside an ambulance. She was pronounced dead at a hospital. The cause of death has not been determined.
I guarantee the public opinion has, though.
Yeah. Well,
you mean when the news says, well, body cam showed officers pinning her down, restraining her, and putting a spit hood on her.
So what I'd be interested to see is what type of disturbance she caused in East Dallas, of all places, that people felt merited a police response. Because I'm gonna tell you what, now I grew up in Dallas, specifically East Dallas. Nobody wants the cops there, like legit, like nobody wants the cops there. And so, if you did something egregious enough to get the cops there, like you were causing a pretty big stink. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like Dallas people are kind of assholes. Like, we handle business, right? So you caused a big enough of a scene to have like damn near. And this is Dallas PD, who ain't trying to do shit. Like, let's be honest, they're answering. Was it Real Life? I was talking to him on TikTok. He says they're answering 3-day-old 911 calls.
Nice.
I was like, Jesus, dude. He's like, it's very rare unless it's an emergency call if they're doing one like that happened that day. And so if you're, it's probably a pretty serious response to get that many officers to show up. But they did provide medical assistance. I'd be curious to see how the whole interaction played out as opposed to the 10 seconds that we saw. But what's frustrating about that is, again, the way that it's being portrayed.
Yeah, because
to be fair,
producer Juan just said in the chat, the full body cam is available. It's 38 minutes. And she was high as fuck.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like it.
But I played the news clip to show you exactly what the news is saying about it. How they're clipping it. What they showed, there was no sound. Because when I watched the YouTube video, you can hear her screaming, rolling, kind of resisting like that dude that got tased did.
Yep.
And you can tell she's high.
Yeah.
But the news is going to play it with no sound saying the officers pinned her down and restrained her and put a spit hood on her.
You start making it like the store's problem to deal with combative people. Go see how that problem gets solved. I don't know, man.
It's true.
I don't know. That's the one thing that frustrates me is like you show up and now everything's your fault.
Yeah.
In a lot of these situations. And again, I have roasted. How many cops have I roasted on this stream alone?
A lot.
On their response to stuff, you know?
Well, our last video here, I think you're going to get a good roasting. So.
Yeah, we're here for it. Who's this? What the? This isn't even English. What's going on here?
It's worth a watch, though.
What?
I tried putting that siren on my car, and I got mad. They got mad about
it. It's a vehicle pursuit?
Kind of.
What the fuck is going on? Can we not get an old man out of a... Is he armed?
No, I don't think so.
What are they pointing? Are they pointing tasers at the guy?
Damn it. Juan, send me the other video.
Oh, here it is.
No, he's already down at this point.
They tase him?
Yes.
Why are they tasing him?
Give me a second. Let me send it to you.
Is it in the Discord?
It's in your Instagram.
Damn it.
Like right before the link to this thing. This was just for the article.
Okay.
Like, Bill
Napalm.
cares about reading.
Napalm, you stop drinking.
What'd
I
you
want
say,
to thank
Sean?
Napalm again for giving us a wonderfully generous super chat. He didn't ask for anything, but I guess he's feeling extra guilty for last week's video.
Oh my gosh, it was not that bad.
Dropped it in the Discord.
Perfect,
Yeah,
thank
Napalm,
you.
I appreciate it. We love and appreciate the support. If you want to support us, you don't have to be nearly as generous as the bougie Napalm Bath. We're gonna get we're gonna make a surname for him.
There we go.
Concern for your bank account? Clearly, he's not. He's in that different
All
tax
right.
bracket. Poof.
Here it is.
What are we doing? We're crossfiring with the taser prongs here. If you can run fast enough to keep up with him, you should just be going hands on.
Well, they tased him out of his. Hey, look
Why
at the
are
guy's.
we not-
Look at the guy's radio. I guess maybe.
Shout out to the mic loop.
Maybe he had a knife or something. Maybe.
Get a mic loop.
Looks like they
Here,
kicked
hold-
something away. So. I don't know.
Still, it's an old man, dude.
In his underwear.
You know what my admin response is to people's radios getting torn off their belt and shit?
What?
Call boxes.
Oh, I can't read this.
You say call boxes.
That's
So
it?
he does have a knife. I'm gonna stick my baton under the wheel of that thing and have him topple over, and then make fun of him for having a knife.
And then not
Honestly,
request
someone
a new
that,
one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know that knife or not, dude. I'm probably just kicking that dude out of that thing.
And producer Juan said that they also pepper sprayed him while he was on the taser or on the scooter before they tased him.
They gave him all the spice. So for aggravated assault, I'm less mad about it. If he's swinging a knife at people, fucking tase the piss out of him. I'm good with it. But it's a weird. Y'all ain't used to American crime. We got that good, whole, organic, non-GMO crime here. We have the good old-fashioned violent felons.
Yeah.
Chris in like 10 years be like. Maybe.
Probably not wrong.
Do we have anything else?
That's it.
Okay, I want to thank everybody. Napalm Bath, I can gluck you any day because you're making it rain on us, my dude. I hope you're enjoying your beverages and doing it responsibly, and that we can hang out in Discord and things of that nature. We do have more Tactical Tuesdays coming up. We will see. Apparently, the what was the Ready or Not update has been delayed. Shout out to Void if you're watching.
Shout out.
I want to thank everybody. We got a bunch of likes today, so I want to thank everybody that gave a like to the stream. I want to thank our chat. Our chat was incredibly active. Said more like 5 years. I want to give a big shout out to Chris the Cop, who's been a really big supporter of the channel. I also want to give a shout out to SWAT Theory, who fell asleep on Tuesday. Hopefully
Again.
he gets a chance to see this and see that he went ahead. He's a hardworking man, okay?
Yeah. His
I wanna
wife's
give
in
a
nursing
thanks-
school. That's stressful.
That's it. It's what it is, yeah. I want to give a big thanks to Sean for visiting us with us here and giving us the supervisor
Also,
perspective.
shout out to Sean and his new microphone.
My
I know,
guy.
right? It's
Everybody
great.
admire this. Everybody admire it. It looks incredible.
It sounds a lot better than the AirPods.
Glock, glock. I say pit him. I say pit him too. The little bastard in the wheelchair. I would have totally pitted that wheelchair. If you guys really like this kind of content, like I said, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you like seeing this kind of stuff, we do it live every Thursday. We break down body cams and stuff like that. If you want to be able to offer us what type of videos and posts you want us to go over, you will have to join our Discord. And to get access to our Discord, you will have to be part of our Patreon group. It's as little as $1 a month. and that gives you access to us pretty much 24/7. I get trolled on it pretty much daily, and I love them for it. We have a lot of really cool content. The rookie episode just recently dropped. We've been actually really enjoyed it. It was a really good episode. I actually really liked it. Thank you to producer Juan for editing that stuff for us. He's done a really good job of that. Thank you, Napalm Beth, for your very generous super chats and for your wonderful comments and hearts. And then we also have some gear reviews. We did flashlights. I talked a little bit about the Pews. I guess I can say firearm on YouTube. We made some of that stuff for TikTok. That's TikTok friendly, and then we made some of it's going to be YouTube friendly. Some of it's going to probably have to be Patreon only because I get a little granular when it talks about being dangerous. So for our Patreon subs, you guys have that stuff coming up. This weekend, I am tasking myself with getting I have like a whole buttload of stuff to mail out. So I got a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be packaging all that stuff out together. So hopefully we'll be kicking all this stuff out to everybody. I have Patreon patches and all that really cool stuff. Or
He's going to
founders.
help Boomer Daniel figure out how to download Discord and sign in, apparently.
Yes.
It's difficult.
So I'm gonna help Daniel. Hopefully he's joining us for next Thursday's stream. Really cool guy. Check him out on Police Law News. He does stuff like daily, I swear. He's on TikTok and he's also on YouTube. And then shout out to Mike the Cop for making fun of me for owning an Android. He made
Sean
fun
disappeared.
of me. Do they get to see his face or his little thing?
Who? What?
Because
no,
he's my
I
face.
have them muted. I have the non-video participants.
First gear review comes out this weekend. Oh, well, shout out. Producer Juan gave us the cool announcement that our first gear review, I wonder what it's going to be. What's it for? Is it the high level? I talked about flashlights like broadly, and then I get really granular.
Yeah, it's the high level flashlight one. That'll be the first one out.
Yeah, I have a whole lesson plan and shit about flashlights, so you guys will enjoy that. And then I believe the Ready or Not update hopefully will come out at the end of the month. We'll be doing that, and then we might have some extra cool, exciting news coming in the next couple of weeks, depending on some of the stuff that we have going on in our lives. Glove reviews are going to be coming out soon. I think we have a watch.
No, Josh is not pregnant.
I'm not pregnant or gregnant or any of those things. Pregonade.
Just to clear up any rumors.
Yes. So, am I forgetting anything, Bill?
No, we gotta just sit here and look at the camera for like 15
so I'm gonna do
seconds.
We're gonna do a 30-second or a 15-second sign off where I stare at the camera.
15 seconds.
I'm gonna give you guys the dramatic zoom in while we sign off. I appreciate you guys riding 2-man with us today. I guess it's 3-man with us today. Looks like a Sean's here. We'll look deeply into your eyes. For everybody in the chat, go ahead and give me a baby Jesus in the chat. I'm gonna go full ASMR.
I'm not moving my camera.